Okay, is it back? Is it back? I think it's
Side.
back.
Oh, it's back.
Oh yay, an ad.
So I just tell him Saya died.
I got lucky and I didn't get an ad.
This ad doesn't even make any sense. Maybe I should turn the volume on.
Saya, are you back in?
Yeah.
This is Twitch's fault, clearly.
Unbelievable. I'm a moderator at this stream. Why am I getting hit by an ad?
Rude. You didn't pay,
It's the
Sina.
most ridiculous thing ever to happen.
Why does Shikaro call it urban style? Anyway. Illy can probably urban style better than me.
Alright. Well, I'm still waiting for J Feather to battle me, I guess. So, I guess I'll just... What? Can I spectate, Saya?
Sure.
Okay.
There is no commentary.
Where is coming?
We lost all the
Where's
viewers. All the
commentary?
viewers like spontaneously combusted. Never mind the viewers.
Because we have 38 viewers.
The viewers are back. Thanks, viewers.
Shout out to viewers.
This is like.
Okay, it's time for me to do my commentary,
All right.
which I will attempt to do starting now.
Fair enough,
Okay, I have
fair
no
enough.
idea what the story
Yo,
is,
Sai, is
but
the
it's
tournament best of
Navarro
five?
Frost
It is best of
versus
5.
Airvent Stormbeast. This is
Okay.
not Airvent's usual character, and I don't even know what Javarro's usual character is. Airvent tries to charge through the unfocused basic and gets hit, accomplishing absolutely nothing in the process. But that time Airvent actually succeeds, and it's Javarro who accomplishes absolutely nothing by standing still and do. Wait, is this even a serious match? Does this match even count? Am I just commentating nothing?
This match involves 2 notorious for fun gamers.
Rolls.
Oh.
Well, this is entertaining, I won't
You
lie.
see Airman like backing off after a hit happens because he's scared of Stunwave?
Oh, what the heck? That's unfortunate.
That was a cheat.
Everyone got cheated out of that hit.
I mean, being able to dodge Frost is already cheating.
This is like what people see Maiden and Spell as.
Yeah, Airman deserves that hit.
Okay.
How people perceive Maiden and Spell.
I'm not... Yeah, I'm genuinely not sure if this match counts or not.
It does.
It does count. This thing. No. Get out of here with that.
Don't let him get away with that one.
Okay, it all comes down to this,
is
Airvent.
for real.
This is match
It all
point.
comes down to this.
is all
Will
for- this is
Airvent
all for
be able
real.
to dodge Frost's bullets successfully?
Oh, no.
Wait!
Wait, Javarro.
Navarro tries to cheat Airvent, but it doesn't even work. Airvent going in early, but it does not pay off.
That was
Once again,
unlucky
Airvent getting
battle.
hit at the last second. We're actually seeing the distance bar in the middle of an official match. Official. Of a serious match. Serious.
And you know, Frost is being a bit of a distance demon here as
Oh!
That
Javarro
was
takes
very
down
unfortunate, but
Airvent.
it seems like Javarro is the winner of the set, I believe, according to
Yep.
the score.
Yeah, apparently.
It's
That's
3-0.
interesting.
It was close though, Airman.
Yeah, 3-0, but it was close.
That
Aw,
was my
man.
first time,
Suddenly the stream only has like 15 viewers, and I bet Commander Rude is one of them.
You would be correct.
Loyal
Oh,
fan.
Oh, actually, that's unfortunate. Okay, I guess I'll fight Dave Feather now. Oh, or
Wait,
Airvent
how do I
will take my
report the
spot.
score of my set?
What happened?
I can't report the score of my set.
Wait, why?
I have no
Airvent.
idea. It's
Yo,
just not letting me do anything.
Oh, because you didn't check in. Because you,
Oh,
oh,
how
you,
do I do
you
that?
didn't accept your invite.
No, I did. I went to my email. I hit the accept button.
But it says you're Max Anonymous.
I don't know. I hit the accept button. I don't know
No,
what to
go
do.
on to Start GG. Don't go to your email.
Yeah, it's going to the tournament
wait,
page.
Tournament? I'm on the tournament page. How do I accept?
You should be able to. Oh no, Airvent.
not.
Oh, I'm not even logged in.
I've been waiting to do this match for a while.
Okay, I'll have J Feather Horai on stream, I guess then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll teach him.
That'll teach him. Oh, you're lucky I was tapped out. Wait, that's gonna ruin my fucking. It doesn't matter. Who cares about MLS rank anyway? I
Hey,
probably-
lost it.
Plays high.
I probably could have beaten Jakaro with Def Secret round 1, but you know.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Why is there only 4 people playing in
Wait,
Stargazers?
Illy said he'd only watch the story if I play Sun. Whoops.
I think Illy's already gone.
Oh no.
Wait, this is a best of 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Illy was just gonna leave.
Shout out to Dia and Game Freak though.
Of course.
What does DN stand for?
Oh wait, I
Who's
forgot to swap
next?
sides. There we go.
Oh shit.
Wait.
The Lich Mirror, the greatest matchup in the game.
M&S and DN.
Alright, both players setting up wides immediately. The flower control coming out from both players, definitely on point. Jfeather erasing one of the butterflies immediately with a flower, but getting hit, and maybe Horai starting to build up a bit of a lead here, starting to snowball, getting a deletion on the flower and the butterfly, setting up the wides as well. A little bit greedy with the triple, quadruple even cast, but gets a basic instead, and Jfeather's the one under heavy fire right now, and even though they get a hit immediately after, Horai's the one who ends up scoring a hit on Jfeather, and we head to the second card.
What's my seed? What's the numbers?
What's your scene number?
Yeah, it's not show it.
9.
I didn't show all the numbers. That's so sad.
Yeah. The
That's really
price we
annoying.
pay for character data, as Jfeather gets a huge double deletion and a hit, which means that they're so far ahead in the set right now, just needs to dodge the crossfire from the butterflies, managed to do so, and suddenly Jfeather, sitting pretty comfy in the center, gets a big deletion, doesn't delete any butterflies, but 2 flowers is good enough, I think, and starting to set up control at the top and trying to place some butterflies down, but there's a severe lack of butterflies for Jfeather, and Horai is a little free to dodge over on the right side. Jfeather finally moving over and creating a lot of pressure. Horai not getting the deletion on the big flower, disappears anyway, but a little too late, and Horai at 1 heart has to dodge everything here, and Jfeather still at full heart, so just needs to wait it out, and finally Horai's the one getting hit, sending us to a last card in this first game. Hey Irvin, do you want to take over?
Oh, there's actually, well, sure. I haven't commentated M&S in such a long time. I guess I do have a microphone. A very
Now's your
fancy one.
chance.
Well, it doesn't matter now because I was spectating.
Oh, come
Oh, wow.
on.
Can Discord stream?
Sure. I might stutter on my words. That's just how Arrogant works.
Ooh, Horai's teleporting a little.
I am a using commentator.
Alright,
Wait, why are
Irvin.
Horai and Jfeather playing a Lich Mirror?
Yes.
It's because Hora doesn't want to play Sun Priestess, and Jfeather is
Ooh, the
a Lich
on-screen
main.
butterflies. Catches Jfeather lacking there.
Understandable not wanting to play Sun based.
Yeah, Jfeather has swapped to a Lich only because they don't really believe in Death Secret too much.
Yeah, I'm aware, right? But I mean, everyone, if you want to win right now, you should be playing Lich. I think Lich is
Oh,
just
Yeah.
very,
Lich
very
is-
strong right now.
If you don't know how to build the setups, I think Lich is kind of free.
Wait, Game Freak and Max,
Yeah,
y'all are
obviously
supposed to be
Max
playing a
and
game
Paul.
right now.
My set's over.
Yeah, the next
Do I have
game.
another set?
Alright.
Oh.
Wasn't it
I'm
Mark
not
on
sure how
Steam?
you're supposed to commentate
I
a Lich.
want to
anymore,
finish this thought, but
Oh.
Lich, yeah, of course, every character is free to beat if you don't know how to play them. But like a Lich that knows how to play has inevitable offense and the best defensive special in the game. It's kind of crazy.
Damn, not Death Secret no more.
I'm
Alright.
sorry, Jfeather. I didn't know you were also gonna play a Lich. Like, if I knew you were gonna play a Lich, I wouldn't have actively used Lich.
Jfeather isn't in here. But
Oh,
point still
gosh.
stands.
Wait,
Never say sorry.
QP
Always
has
play
QP
the-
has to play Javaro right now. Oh well. And
Like,
Horai
Game
setting
Freak
into
has
another
to-
Lich Mirror,
Unless-
ignoring
You gotta set Game
Jfeather's
Freak.
cries for help.
All right, are we gonna stream Game Freak me or no?
No.
Oh, I can just insta kill myself.
I'll be
Wait,
back after
die,
this.
I can lose immediately, and then start commentating like I always do.
Oh, and it looks like Jfeather has left the game.
Jay Feather has DQ'd. Probably. That does sound like something
I'll
Jay
ask
Feather
him
would
what
do.
happened. Maybe he's just forfeiting that match because it is a best of 3.
Yeah, that does sound like something Jay Feather would play. Jay Feather does not really like playing unfun matchups.
Oh, it's also stuttery, so
Oh,
that might have had something to do with it.
do
That
I
is
fight Jay
on me,
Feather right now, or is Jay
and this
Feather
is
just
why
like
I should be banned from competitive play.
honestly? If I want to win, I can just pick Lich against Jay Feather and then have him DQ a second time.
All right.
Well, while that situation's getting sorted out, because I don't know, Jay Feather can also like forfeit that match and switch character. That's what I would do if I were him. But I guess I will look at Javaro versus Q. Are you sure? Oh, Jay.
So Jakaro is probably going Frost and QP Storm. So
You know,
this
if you
is
think the stuttering might be just the usual standard fare for matches with me, I can forfeit if you'd like, and like if you'd rather just go on to the next round. And... Are you sure? Okay, all right, fair enough. I guess it's Javaro versus QP then. I'm sorry about the Lich Mirror. I should have conferred first and played Storm Beast or Depth or whatever else I had in mind.
Torite.
Arcanist, Red Hood, basically anything other than Sun or Worm, to be honest.
But it's okay. Now you get to commentate this insane match you're gonna witness.
All right, fair enough, Jay. Fair enough. Thanks for letting me know. Hope that it gets better. Hope you feel better. I mean, but it is time for QP versus Javaro, and I'm quite interested to see how this match goes. QP traps Javaro with the basics. It is so hard to avoid those setups with Storm. QP did that to me all the time in friendlies. And we're seeing QP's expertise right here. Javaro tries to go for the cheeky stun as QP passes by, but QP is too fast. The stun was just a little too late. Yeah, I think it was too late. Maybe too reactive, or maybe predicted, but predicted a little too late. Either way, though, it's actually QP is down to 1 heart now.
It does help though that Jakaro is probably one of the most defensive Frost playing M&S right now, or rather the only Frost. But for a Frost main, Jakaro is very, very defensive, and against a character like Stormbeast who gets a lot of their hits off of random scrambles, it's pretty useful skill. They have really well survivability, especially with Aurora, the defensive special.
All right.
Yeah, that was some impressive work by Javaro. I was playing some Frost versus Storm with QP the other day, and I found out I do not know how to dodge Storm's basics as Frost. I do not know how to roll out of them properly, and Javaro, unfortunately, is on the receiving end of that there, as Javaro's roll does not land in the right place. That time it just does not happen early enough, but Javaro actually gets a stun on QP, able to have just enough iframes to sneak through and hit one of those basics. Excellent dodge by Javaro, and staying right under the basic, that's a rather bold strategy, but I guess par for the course for a defensive Frost like Javaro, who's doing quite an excellent job in this match, even though his QP with the advantage this card, and that sneaky little basic is able to get a hit.
Well, that is Chikaro's playstyle in defensive Frost. If they can micro, they will micro, if it means keeping a good position, and especially with Frost, knowing where to position yourself is probably better than raw mechanical skill in general.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Javaro finally scoring a hit on Storm Beast. Well, that's the second hit of the card, but Javaro's going to need 2 more of them in order to succeed.
They can roll out of this, but they have to be a little careful about that. QP's making a pretty good wall here, keeping Jakaro. Though Jakaro is doing quite well in not burning all the defensive options too quickly.
Vari just barely escaping that Storm setup, but falling victim to another, and now the score is tied. We're down to 1 card each. Okay, I'm gonna stop this gag now. I know you like Jakaro air vent, but I'm just gonna stick with Devaro. Okay,
But-
I don't even know how Storm Beast's basics are overlapping this much,
I'm
but Devaro is in for a world of hurt if he doesn't get a hit soon.
For me, it's not a bit like that. When I see like I can't say Jaharo. Like Jakaro is just what comes out. I'm not even like trying to be a bit. I just got so used to
So
saying.
that's understandable. I was purely memeing, to be honest. Oh, that
Unlike
sucks.
that one,
That sucks. Kavara just rolled out of the way of the basic, only to land right in the path of the wide. Storm wide is a bit of a wacky move, and by a bit I mean the most wacky move in the game. That was unfortunate stun timing. Probably not the best idea to stun right there when QP could sandwich Kavara like that, but QP is the winner of round 1. It looks like they'll both be staying.
I mean, Jaharo really has no reason to swap, and QP the same. Though, I will say the aggressive play that Jaharo is demonstrating. Usually I would think Jakaro would be turtling a little bit more, but it seems they know a little too much about this matchup that turtling forever will just leave you trapped and checkmated. So going in, even as risky as that may be a plan, and maybe not running into wide though, but that's definitely the general strategy. You don't want to have Storm Beast set up for free. If you
And
don't
it looks like that's exactly what's happening right now. Except Devara is just barely able to roll out of it.
Yeah, good usage of your defensive abilities allows for you to survive
Right,
a bit longer.
Try to
that
jinx
was-
your DQ.
Bit longer.
Yeah, Devaro's days were numbered there.
That's why microing when you can is generally the best call, because if you can save that roll, the defensive special, for a slight smidget more, it can really allow you to get better positioning, which as Frost is the best thing that you could hope for.
Devaro got the
think
first
that-
hit of the card there and even dodged the revenge sandwich. So nice way to start the card, and really what Devaro needs in this losing position.
I can't report the results of the set again, Saya.
So
Maybe you didn't open this one.
Oh yeah, I guess Max somehow isn't in the tournament. I wonder if I'm really in the tournament since I joined the same way.
Oh, last one I
being
could do
inducted.
fine.
Oh. Also, I think when J Feather meant DQ them, they literally meant DQ them, because J Feather is not in this lobby and they're my next match.
Oh
Jay
yeah,
Feather
Jay
doesn't
Feather
like
meant to
the live
DQ
UHD.
from the
Like the tournament, not from that match, from
Yeah.
the entire tournament.
Pretty sure you're my next match, Airbend.
Okay, wait. You should be able to report
Ooh.
now, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now I can, yeah.
Oh, nice. I was just about to say Javaro was a long way away from getting hit, but then Javaro just barely got trapped by that one part of the basic, showing how ridiculous this Storm Beast is. This is Storm favored matchup, isn't it? This is totally Storm favored.
It's Storm
Javaro
favored,
hanging
but
on though. I mean, what matchup isn't Storm favored?
yeah.
But
But
potentially Sun Priestess, Lich, or Arcanist all could be losing, theoretically, I think. Probably
the
not all of it.
actuality of
Okay, actually,
Well-
that's fair.
Isn't theoretically Storm wins literally everything?
I don't think
Uh,
I don't think Sun Priestess. I think Storm Beast wins against Storm Priestess.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's
Okay,
like-
Javaro gonna make the switch to Red Hood after QP takes the
Alright, Game
second
Freak.
game.
you need to verify your games in this
Oh.
set, or Game Freak.
Am I fighting Max?
I almost clicked
Fighting me.
dispute.
Game Freak, heads or tails?
Tails.
Damn it, I have to play Storm Beast.
Counter picking to Worm. Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, the rules of the tournament are that the winner is supposed to switch first. That's how the rules have always been, as long as I've... Okay, it looks like they've finally agreed on a match. But, like, the winner is supposed to pick first, then the loser picks, and if the winner wants to change their mind, then from what I remember, not only does the loser need to allow it, but also the loser gets the switch again if they want to.
Yeah, I think that's exactly
That's
what
how it's
happened
always
here.
been. Yeah. Well, either way, it's Red versus Storm now. I don't even know what happened.
All right, so Air Vent, are we gonna play, or is that something we need to wait for?
You
We can
should play.
right now. I mean, I'm gonna hate it because
No, I'm asking Saya if we're allowed to play now.
Playing is good.
Okay.
or
Nice
I can
splash
just
step by
DQ, right? Just like J Feather and DQ immediately.
All right, I'll be back after the set.
Because I don't feel like playing Storm Beast, but you know.
No, you got this.
The thing is, my
Aaron, why would you make playing Storm Beast an option if you didn't even want to?
No, I'm playing against Storm Beast. That's why
Oh,
I'm playing
never
Storm
mind.
Beast myself. That's like I don't want to. And Death Secret like loses hard, so it's just like might as well play Storm Beast myself.
Red Hood versus Storm Beast has always been known for being red favored. Never has in a million years would Storm ever be favored in this matchup.
Surely.
Achilu who?
Wait a
The Storm Beast has
second.
triumphed over Red Hood, shockingly, and it seems that QP has beaten Javaro 3-0. So I guess
And
that's
yeah,
that.
we have Game Freak Korai up next on stream.
Yo.
Oh, I'm on stream again already? Okay, let's do this, Game Freak.
What-
soon as my
wasn't this set
controller
with
works.
J Feather cut short? Or what was the score?
Let us
Alright.
know when you're ready, Saya.
Yeah, I have to power up.
Okay, ready. Has Game Freak fought Horai in tournament before? Yes, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Let's. I'll do. Let's see. A true challenge. All right. I'm ready. Hi, ready. Yes, we are good.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, no, you're talking to someone else. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was just a troll moment.
All right, and we have Lich coming out from Game Freak as usual, but Horai on the Death Secret this time. We'll see how it goes. And Horai the one taking the first hit of the match. Or dealing the first hit of the match, but Game Freak getting a pretty sizable flower. Might be a bit of a late game nuisance though because of the flower cooldown thing, but instead just gets hit right there, and Horai off to a very, very good start. However, gets punished for pressing shotgun with the flower into basic, and Game Freak starting to reclaim some lost ground, trapping Horai on the right side. Horai needs to get over there, but makes it through the gap of the flowers and is just dropping basics and shotguns. Meanwhile though, the butterflies are stacking up their shots a little bit, pushing Horai to the left, and the Game Freak trying to take full advantage of that. Horai trying to shotgun, but it's not enough, and has to slowly inch around, but finally bonks on the on the Lich wide. And Horai, one heart. It's still very, very doable. Game Freak on only 2, but that flower dash into basic once again punishes the shotgun, and Game Freak takes the first card.
Wait, is Flower Dash a thing?
They added speed to flower release.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta play this double hard. Honestly, the flower into basic is always faster than I remember for some reason. Okay, that did not work. Okay, I can win this. Oh my gosh, okay.
Horai still playing back, still not out of it just yet, but you have to think that Game Freak will get one of these hits before Horai gets all 4 depth. Having to work for the hits, Ada's Blessing, very, very rare. But it's still very doable, but it's starting to get less and less doable. The Shotgun Desperation is coming out, the Jellycat used, and finally
Oh my gosh. That one just barely hit.
Game Freak taking the first game. I need to ask other people to commentate.
I can commentate if you want.
I mean, if you want to, but like, I need to like convince other
Game
people to like
Freak
fully
opening
take
up.
over.
Sniping Hodai with a wide. Hodai pressing basic. Game Freak not having any of it. And just going around it completely. Hodai setting up with the Jellycat, but Game Freak's flower is already back up. This is going to be a tough road for Hodai. I don't know if Hodai is going to be able to do it, everyone. Hodai goes for a fancy move, but gets completely punished for it. Hodai dodging those butterflies, going around, but Game Freak just barely catches Hodai with a basic. Hodai idiotically running into a wide. Oh my gosh, Hodai going too far before pressing shotgun, as was Hodai's plan. Hodai trying to snipe Game Freak with a basic. Game Freak ready for it. But Hodai does snipe Game Freak with a shotgun, which is the next best thing, I guess. And Hodai barely getting caught by a butterfly. That butterfly is going to be real unfortunate for Hodai in the coming... Oh my gosh.
And
What
Game-
even was that?
Game Freak with a fantastic dead zone on the shotgun, crossing up and getting the hit right after. Horai stuck at the top side.
No,
And
what?
Game Freak takes the second
Okay.
game.
I can't decide whether to stick with depth or switch to Storm Beast.
I think giving the Storm Beast a shot would be fun, maybe.
Ah, what the hell? You know, they don't call me Hodai the Storm Beast for nothing.
True. Something we haven't seen in quite a bit. But the legends of Horai the
This isn't
Storm
actually my
Beast.
first time playing Storm this tournament.
This isn't or is?
Is.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, and as we know, Game Freak statistically has a not so great win rate against Storm Beast.
Do we know that?
Yes, because the Storm Beast Game Freak plays against mostly in tournament is QP. It's like how every Maiden and Spell player has a losing record to Lich because of Illy's Lich period.
And Maven and Rachel and well, okay, I guess that's it. But Ada was pretty strong too.
Damn, QP's in chat saying Horai should have won Sun. I don't know.
I said I wasn't gonna play Sun this tournament though. Like any other day I'd play Sun against Game Freak, but oh shit. Any other day I'd play Sun against Game Freak, but I want to play other characters this tournament. Damn, I thought I could snipe Game Freak there, but turns out I was the snipey in that situation. Okay, I need to focus more.
Oh, and Game Freak with a bit of the flower action.
I only have 1 life left. I wanted this to last longer. Well, that's alright. GG's. That was actually fun. Sorry I couldn't put up more of a fight, but, you know, those were some pretty epic games, to be honest.
Alright, now we
Oh,
got
hell.
QP versus Zorn.
Yeah, if you played Sun, I would have 100% lost that.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. J Feather was right. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry about the ping.
It's fine. I don't.
I'll switch to Ethernet or something someday. Actually, I can't switch to Ethernet right now. But I'll switch to something someday.
All I'm saying is that this time J Feather's complaints have some merit. It was. I don't know what it looked like on stream.
Yeah, the Storm game was especially wild on stream. Like the Def game, there was a little bit of weirdness, but the Storm game, it was very visible.
Wow, not a single person voted for me to win. Probably because I announced my characters weren't going to include Sun.
I would have lost the Sun. That was absurd. Illy would have lost the Sun even.
Look, are you sure? Fight me with Sun right now, since we're both on break.
That's true.
I want to see what happens.
I might have to whip out the Zorn strategy.
Damn, air vent. How'd it go?
All right, I returned.
Terrible.
Yeah, I picked green because that matchup is bad and I needed the edge.
That's literally why I literally hold escape. I was like, there's no fucking shot. You're picking green hug because I picked that. So I literally backed out and asked you. I was like, no, we're not doing this shit.
Green Hood's just too strong, I guess.
So, I was like, no, we're not. If I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm swapping with Red Death. I'm not doing this shit.
All right, but we haven't
should've turned
seen
on
Zorn.
obedience.
We haven't seen Zorn in a hot minute.
Theoretically, though, I don't think that should be allowed. I think if you quit out the game, you get a match
No,
loss. I hard read you what color you were choosing, so I should have got the right
I think
red hood on your
we
green.
were still
death.
in invincibility. The match we picked the same.
I know,
we had
but
the characters were still locked in. I think you.
no, but what I'm saying is, I hard read what color depth you'd choose and chose the same color hood, so I should get the right to play it same color if I want.
No, I don't want to for visibility.
When you switch
purposes,
to
I think
red, I should get the right to also switch to red.
It's like this, air vent. If you don't say it before the match, then it's like that.
Okay, but for like visibility's sake, why should I rather have like not?
Yeah, I know. I did it intentionally to get an advantage.
Well, I didn't want to deal with it.
Well, yeah, but if you don't want to deal with it, you have to hard read about it and say it before. If you want it to be changed.
No.
Before you go into game.
But that's so fucking VM though. Like, I'm gonna purposely make the colors similar so like, my opponent has a harder time fucking seeing. That's
No,
Hard
I've
VM.
done that.
It's part of the game.
I know, but I'm saying we're playing the same characters.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
not
but Max is saying in like a theoretical, like if Made in
You're
Spell
picking
had
for
like
your own
majors and
color,
stuff,
that's
that would be
the
part of the
thing.
rule set.
You're picking nothing in the rule side.
Okay, I might have not played very well that time. To be
So
fair.
I'm pretty sure it's in the rule set that quitting out is a game loss. That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't think it is.
Hey, Saya, you wrote the rules, right? What are the rules? What do
I didn't
rules
write
say
the
about
rules. I
quitting?
copy pasted them from Omer.
Oh shit! I probably should have been commentating this match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this is a banger of a
And
match,
all-
by the way. Zorn's
And I
return.
don't think that should be a rule because let's say, oh, my controls are fucked up. Let me change my controls.
Okay, I said this is the return of Zorn, and Zorn got hit,
Like,
and we're going to the third card.
if my fucking controller like falls out, I should probably
Okay,
be able
I'll
to,
just
like,
commentate it from the Discord stream. There's no Discord stream.
Yup.
You need to check into the match also so we can move on in the bracket.
Oh, you have a match? Oh, you do have a. Wait, no. It's Ervant Max.
Hey, Saya, could you stream
Oh, I
on
love-
Discord?
Oh, yeah.
I will always.
I'm sorry, Arvent. It was kind of scummy, but it was also hilarious.
No, that's why I backed the fuck up. It's either that or I'm modding my game to like remove Red Hood.
That's
mean,
cheesy.
That's the play. That's the
I
play.
just bet 1,000 points that Zoran's gonna win.
I
If anyone
will-
wants
I
to
will
contest
literally
that,
do that. If I ever run into like any like Red Hood players in general, I will make a mod that forces Red Hood.
You need to check in on Start DG.
okay, time for me to comment.
Oh, I had to do it. I thought it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Poor Zoran has flowers up in the air, not in very good spots for doing anything to Storm Beast, but Zoran's getting butterflies on the
Oh, I
field.
wasn't even.
Finally gets down a good. Oh,
Wait,
super unfortunate for QB who could have gotten
Wait,
a hit
why
on
did-
Zoran there,
Oh,
but now it was a
okay.
double hit.
Yeah,
And
and
now QP is down to 1 heart. Nice ceiling butterfly by Zoran. Zoran going on the aggressive, trying to corner QP for that last hit. We'll see if it's going to
Wait.
work. The wides catch QP,
No,
and
you have to
Zoran
pick
is
your
the winner of game
character.
1.
I did select characters.
No, you selected only the.
No, I selected Storm and Hood for game 1.
Alright, Zorn's 1-0 up on QP. The return of Zorn is in full force right now. And also last game, that trade was super unfortunate for QP, but super fortunate for Zorn because right before that trade happened, they messed up a flower, like completely messed up an escape flower, and were basically trapped. So the only thing that could have really equalized it there was the trade from QP bonking.
Ooh, unfortunate
Yeah.
wallflower by Zorn.
Game 3, you
Weren't
were
able to
deaf.
escape.
Remember, you reported the characters wrong.
Oh no, I thought that was game. No, that's game 2.
Are we verifying game 2? Okay.
Yeah, that's game 2.
All right,
Jaya, is character reporting going to be important someday?
for
Yes.
data, yes.
That.
Okay.
I'm a data fan.
Ooh, QP down to 1 life, and Zorn's got 2
let's
flowers
go.
in a
That's
relatively
because I
nice
have to work.
position. QP
That-
gets an unfortunate bonk, and that is
You're
going to be
selecting your
hit.
own character, but not mine.
No, I'm selecting both characters.
Oh, not on
Nice
my
dodge
end.
by Zorn,
On
and
my end,
almost
you're only
punished
selecting
QP with the basic, but QP is just too fast with that Storm Beast, so smooth basic
Oh
dodge
wait,
by
I
by
gave you
the way.
something.
And Zorn is
No,
trapped,
don't-
but oh no, Zorn actually just barely manages to slide
trolling.
out by the ball. Nice job by Zorn, about to put up a butterfly or flower right bet, and yep.
Wait, why
But
does
Zorn
game 2
gets
not
hit by a
have
wide trying to escape from
Wait,
those
what?
basics.
Yeah, and as we see this fantastic dodging by Zorn, has flower up right now too, so it can make it out of there. And QP bonks on a wide, which is super nice for Zorn right here. Just has to get out of this particular situation. Doesn't want to be stuck in the corner. Does not have flower up. Tries to cross, and it was a little bit of a mistake. But
Yeah, not enough space on the bottom wall there.
yeah, and Zorn now just trying to stabilize, trying to prevent QB from charging here. Has this really nice butterfly at the bottom, but QB doesn't get hit. And maybe goes for a little bit of a melee fake out, but Zorn does not fall for it. Doesn't get hit by a Y, doesn't panic move, and is consistently just shooting basics. But that's basically like a butterfly type clone there. Shooting from the
Oh.
back. Oh, wow.
Trapped by the clone. And now Zorn's in a bit of a tight spot. Just barely avoids the wides and has to flower to escape from QP. But no! Zorn takes that one last hit and we're both down to 1 cards. Or they're both down to 1 cards. I don't know why I said we. Zorn eats the clone, removing it from play. Just kidding, clones are intangible, so that doesn't actually work.
Oh, and 0.9
That was
seconds
unfortunate
away.
for Zorn.
Yeah, and Zorn flower management definitely, yeah, like that. It definitely needs to be more proactive with dodging the walls, because if you're caught with flower down and you need to stall it out, like right there, just barely got the flower cooldown back, but this wall might be deadly. The positioning might not be there and accidentally ducks
Yeah, I
into the
think
wall.
Zorn zigged when he should have zagged there. And it's snowballing backwards for Lich. Nice hit though. Maybe Zorn can use that one hit to turn things around. Oh no, no, the clone surprise attacks Zorn, and Zorn escapes in the wrong direction. It is so hard to read those clones, so I don't blame Zorn at all. But nice win by QP, turning things completely around from that first card.
Between matches, Saya, the character data is kind of really messed up for my set with Airvent. I don't know what
Okay,
happened.
okay. Well, just tell me what it was.
It was all games, me, Hood, I won 3-0, and then Airvent was Storm, games 1 and 2, switched to Depth, game 3.
How did it get this messed up?
I don't know.
So Storm red, depth red.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but back to the match, and it's looking much more even. And wow, Zorn barely dodging the melee, getting hit now, but that clean dodge into basic just punished QP for holding the melee for too long. And now all Zorn needs is one bonk from QP to continue, but that Y just catches Zorn out, and it's looking a lot scarier. And I can't believe it. Zorn losing that card, not able to make it out, and suddenly the set's looking really, really good for QP. Already another advantage up in the set at this point. And over just hitting Zorn with the wides.
Zorn famously really doesn't like Storm, so probably not the way he wanted to return to the game.
Yeah, the ping from Brazil is not the most favorable, and QP also notorious for people having bad connections with them. Definitely.
You know how many Frosts I had to fight in my first time back?
A lot? Or was
A
it
lot.
just Jay Feather 2 times?
Well, it was Jay Feather 3 times and Javaro for a game.
All right.
Zorn already cornered, not how you want to start the game, just barely cannot escape. But this time it's QP who takes the hit. Zorn refreshing that flower. right in the center. QP running straight into it like his life depends on it. Except it's kind of the opposite.
Those were kind of two like very out of nowhere hits, because it felt like QP was charging, and just ended up getting hit and then ran into the flower. But right now, even though the hearts are even, it's a very favorable situation for QP. All of Zorn's setup concentrated on the right side, and they're just getting trapped by the storm wall.
Oh my gosh, Zorn! I don't know how Zorn survived that, but somehow did.
Alright, Zorn not getting
Going in
caught
the
out.
same direction as Zorn basic.
Zorn consistently avoiding the tap basics, and QP ends up inside of a flower somehow.
Excellent turnaround by Zorn there.
Yeah, the survival was critical, but that immediate flower might spell doom, because Zorn has to make some fantastic dodges to get out of the situation and finally gets caught by the melee basic. Yeah, and burning flower around start like that, I feel like immediately puts Zorn at a disadvantage so many times, so I'm not quite sure if that's always going to be the play. Zorn, however, has flower this time, and QP's the one getting hit. And
Yeah, it actually caught QP. That's unfortunate. I guess QP probably should have expected it. Maybe QP thought the cooldown wasn't going to be up yet. Looks like Zorn's going to have to waste another wallflower if he wants to live, though. Ooh, and QP corners him. I guess Zorn should have been ready, but that's some real RPS situation there. Zorn trapped again. Really tough.
In the melee
Damn.
lead.
This keeps
I
happening.
think Zorn should be basicing more, because like Zorn can kill QP with basic if QP gets too aggressive, but Zorn just isn't basicing at the right times, I think.
More than
We
that.
sure let's beat Storm.
Well, if you basic preemptively enough, yes.
No.
I say, having just played that very matchup against Game Freak.
alright, Resident Lich Game Freak, what do you have to say?
Yeah, my thoughts are that I think Zorn fears Stormwide. Like, I don't blame him because Brazil, and it is kind of a menace. But yeah, like you see here, Zorn's being more aggressive, and as a result, his butterflies are all over the place. So in theory, QP will bonk more. Also, more single-use wides, which are they're really hard to maneuver through as Storm Beast.
I guess this set really proves that the Earth is round, huh?
How?
Well, if there weren't two hemispheres, none of this would be happening right now.
That's true.
Distance based, not curve based. What?
Never know.
I mean, not that the world being round needs proving, but kind of a weird reason.
Yeah, that was a real tight gap for Lich to squeeze through.
Alright, and it's all coming down to this. Will QP win the set, or will Zorn continue? Those wides are getting really scary. Zorn will have to play a bit of a survival game, and survives long enough for QP to run right into that basic,
Zorn
I
punched
think.
QP in the face with basic?
Definitely looks like it.
Wow, okay. So we're down to our last game. What a set.
You know, if Lich was in like a strategy RPG game based on Maiden and Spell characters, they would be the fist fighter.
Fifth
Lit-
spider?
The fist fighter. They would punch.
The fist spider.
The fist
Oh.
fighter.
The fist fighter. Okay, I completely misheard that twice. Actually, Frost would be the fist fighter. Let's be real.
Frost has a
Maybe
sword
Worm
and a
actually,
shield.
since Worm's whole job is to just
Yeah,
run
Frost's
up
the only
and
one that has an
smack you in the
actual
face.
weapon out of all the maidens, right?
That's true.
Well,
Frost
that's not
Frost
true.
cheats.
Sun Priestess has a weapon.
She does? What's her weapon?
Sword and
Spirit.
shield.
Heart. Her weapon is heart.
Aw. I feel like Arcanist has a magic wand. You can see it when she debuffs.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Alright, pack it up. Frost and Art confirmed best characters.
We do have most in development, other than Sun Priestess, the best character.
Should I throw my set to eat?
What?
Nah, don't do that.
I mean, I'm
Okay,
sure.
maybe I'm a little biased towards Sun Priestess. I won't lie. I like her character more because I play her.
So far
Same.
in this set though, Zorn once again struggling with, I guess, flower timings in general. Was stuck without a flower a lot of times, and it feels like Zorn needs to figure out when exactly to use flower. And right now, it just feels like burning that flower immediately is not the play because it's just gonna be a hit here. Oh, unless holy, okay,
Oh,
okay.
Zorn!
Wow,
He's still in the corner though.
that was incredible.
Oh, and QP wide bonks. This could be turning around real quick.
Right.
Although that wasn't the greatest flower placement.
I
It was
actually
kind
agree
of
with that.
do that.
It's better than having it in straight up the corner.
Alright, Zorn just playing so carefully, and this flower charge lets him get through, but unfortunately gets clipped by a wide on the way out. And maybe that's just the tragic ending right here, because QP now has control. Zorn needs to burn the flower to escape eventually. And does so, but it all comes down to how the situation resets, and QP's the one getting hit, which is huge for Zorn now.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a huge hit.
QP
If I
just
were Zorn, I'd be playing a little more aggressive, trying not to let QP have these wall situations. Well, the Zorn's doing an amazing job getting out of them.
yeah, and I think that first card, the difference was that Zorn was bonking on the way out of a lot of the situations, but this time Zorn's not bonking almost at all, and
Yeah, luckily he escapes from that clone, and it's actually QP taking a hit. Gets punched in the face by Basic. We're down to the last card of the set.
The butterflies at the end of the game were very close to the perfect four corner setup.
yeah, and maybe
Oh, super unfortunate wide ring bonk right after flash step.
oh, and it's just looking up for Zorn now with QP getting hit twice. Zorn won't have to last nearly as long, has 4 hearts to work with, and QP will have to work for these setups here. Tap basics to stop the flower, but really just
Even Zorn's flower placement is pretty nice. Zorn waiting for those wides to pass by so we can sneak past those basics. QP shooting Zorn in the face, but Zorn eating those basics with the flower at the last second. QP has Zorn trapped and just barely. No, it's QP who takes the hit. This could be big trouble for QP. And that is it. QP gets punched in the face by Zorn, finally using those basics. And whenever Zorn does use those basics well, he's getting those key hits. Amazing job by Zorn, winning the set.
yeah, and
Was that the last?
yeah, that was 3-2, and
Oh.
Zorn, like a lot of times when you watch Lich, it feels like Lich is just basicing into thin air, but when the basics connect, it feels so good.
All right, so just a PSA, Lich Mirror Winners Finals, game balance. All right, moving on.
I mean, the way the way they got there is a little suspicious, I think.
Was it?
Game Freak had
Right
off
side, every mirror other than red mirror is balanced.
Game
Oh, sorry,
Game
I
Freak's
interrupted.
Game Freak's path to winners finals was off character Max into off character Horai.
Oh, true. Oh my god.
What are we gonna stream next?
Might as well. It did Hobo Javaro happen?
I don't know.
It happened. It's just
I'll just report it. What happened?
Javaro 3-0 for him. All me red, all him.
All
No
Frost
big surprise. All Frost.
and 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this might be the return of the classic Max Fifth, as appears to be the case.
What if you beat QP though?
All right. QP Max off stream. Horai Javaro on stream.
Right.
Has Max had a stream game?
I have not.
That's tragic.
That's fine. I feel like I have had extreme stream bias for my entire career, so it's fine.
Who has had like negative stream bias?
I'm not sure, but I feel like way more of my matches get streamed than is statistically likely if it was just random.
I think Javaro has stream bias. I'm gonna be honest.
True. Or it might just be that he has longer sets naturally, so it feels longer.
Javaro does monopolize stream time.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I'm fighting QP off stream.
Yep.
I guess QP probably wants to rest. Or not. Alright, well, I'm gonna mute Deafin now.
See ya,
Good luck,
bestie.
Max. Honestly, I can't believe Zoran beat QP that time. Zoran kept getting pushed in the corners. I was looking really bad, but he somehow just pulled it out.
Yeah, the survival on the second to last card I think was critical. The second to last card was ridiculous.
Oh, who's this?
Who am I gonna play against Javaro? Are you ready, Saya?
You are going to hit random and just go with it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's actually not what I was planning to do. But okay.
Oh.
Okay. Then let's go. I guess I'll try to help you commentate since I'm spectating.
You're spectating by playing Horai with the depth against Javaro's Frost, and maybe this is serious mode Javaro after all, so it'll definitely be one of the sets of all time. And I don't know, Horai in a bit of a bind. The Frost matchup been a thorn in his side. It really depends on who wants it more. Yeah, I got nothing. However, both players seeming a little content to let the game play out. Javaro not going for any aggressive stun waves. Horai generally hanging back, knows the def game plan is in full effect here. And the walls are basically fully closed in by now. And both players just hugging each other. Javaro using the invuln but completely trapped with no abilities left. And now going
I
after
think
Horai.
This matchup might decide, like, it all depends on whether depth can dodge at low walls, in my opinion.
So true. What do you think about that, Horai? Do you think you could dodge?
No.
Ooh.
Well,
We see that no being demonstrated as Horai bonks once and gets stun waved for 2 hits. Scores another hit with shotgun. Very nice, Horai.
and also,
Thanks.
as long as Horai is able to survive the onslaught here, it can probably wait out the walls and force Javaro into another sticky situation, but those bases are getting quite dense. Has to burn the Jellycat, 4 seconds on that timer, and by the time I finish the sentence, it will have come back once again. Horai with the tricky dodges does not get caught by the basic or the wides, but unfortunately gets caught pressing basic.
Oh, man.
You know, this just made me think that I should like convince everyone to become a commentator, because trying to commentate while sick is not fun.
Oh, are you sick? I'm sorry, Saya. I should have been commentating. Horai using the Jellycat, it does not work. Because Javaro is able to dodge roll out of the way. Horai using shotgun for some reason.
It worked?
And even more confusingly, it actually works.
This is rigged.
I think it's like a Wi-Fi mix.
Alright, Javaro not panicking too hard, just holding back towards the wall, knowing that they're not going to get hit for free like that, but unfortunately gets caught by the wide along the wall, presses backwards a little too much and gets shotgun, and this is Horai's opportunity here, but burns all the resources and gets stunned for it. Now Javaro just aiming to make the comeback, backing up, turning a little bit. Horai jellycatting through, wanting to block off the bottom with shotgun, but Javaro with the patience in the bottom corner does not panic, and suddenly it's looking very winnable for Javaro. This card just, Horai needs to survive here at the wall, needs to micro, Jellycat's out. Forces the roll. The stun wave comes out, and even though those resources are burned, oh wait, this is huge. But the roll comes back up. We should have nerfed that a little more, I think. Yeah. Incredible coverage with the follow-up from Horai catching Javaro at the top wall, and we're still in the first game, and it's even.
Oh my gosh, Saya, I just thought of the best idea ever.
I'm a little afraid.
What if we had a competition for junior commentators where we invited people who've never commentated before or only commentated like once or twice to commentate our tournament, and in the end we have a vote to see who the best commentator was?
Ooh,
Or maybe we like do a commentary tournament where each match like a random bot is picked and two people have to like commentate over it, and whoever does better moves on.
Or we could just, the VOD could be friendlies in a lobby or something instead of like a brand new VOD.
True. And then for the gimmick tournament, instead of Maiden and Spell, it's random games.
What? No.
I mean that's what I'm gonna do for the
Oh.
return of Dispel.
God damn.
The next Dispel is just gonna be
You know
random
what?
games commentary
If
tournament.
it's Dispel, okay, random games. Who would, besides Hiso Tensoku, which was on theme, who in the entire world would ever try to host a tournament called Maiden and Rings, where you try to combine Maiden and Spell with another game?
Oh,
Nobody would ever do that, ever, in the history of Maiden and Spell.
I mean the tournament was fine, I think, except for the fact where people had to like know what was going on to enter.
Oh, they didn't. They just had to fucking guess.
Maiden and Rings would have been the greatest tournament of all time. Not just the greatest Maiden and Spell tournament, the greatest tournament of all time. Of all time.
Really? Actually, I can agree with that. Definitely. But you know what's a close second? Wall timerless arc mirrors.
Oh yeah, just ask Dino and Zorn how much they love that tournament.
True. Wait, if Zorn wins the tournament, that can be like a interview piece. An interview.
Oh my
like,
gosh, now I hope
little,
Zorn
yeah.
wins. I guess I was already kind of cheering for Zorn, to be honest. Since I know there are no Suns this tournament.
Wait, Zorn's in the chat. Said the
Oh, hey,
MNS
Zorn.
Soku tourney was sick. Even had Saya trash talk me for playing a top tier. Yeah, I would trash talk people for playing top tiers in every game other than Maiden
Oh my
and
god,
Spell.
that was stupid.
Why not Maiden and Spell?
Game cheated.
Why not-
Did everyone see that? The game cheated, and I think I need a referee for that one. I'm just kidding, by the way. Wait,
Oh, no.
how did I die?
Uh,
How did I die to that?
Yeah, true. I thought you were like on the front half of the Jellycat as well, so
I feel like calling a referee
Does
would not
Frost
end well
work
in
the
Hora's
same as
favor.
Red?
no. Frost's basic is minor, right?
Yeah, it's minor.
Well, Red is also minor, but she can snipe you in the middle of the Jellycat.
Can she?
Yeah,
It's because of how Red's projectiles are unique and basically like a gimmick.
basically.
They're not properly made. They're very scuffed. But also, I don't like roast people for playing top tiers in Maiden and Spell because the top tier is Lich, and Lich is nice.
Who's the top tier in that other random game that you play? Also, I decided I'm
Omega
probably not
Strikers?
going to be able to play Omega Strikers because they don't have a team.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a
I don't have a
limitation.
team. I'll teach you how to play the game if you want.
You could form
Well,
a team.
But I need like a team.
Yeah,
for
wait.
tournaments and stuff.
You know,
I mean, I don't have a team for tournaments. The
minute.
game's just fun for its own sake.
Well, then how do you play in tournaments? Do you play in tournaments?
Me? I mean, I'd like to, but my friends didn't want to this week. Also, just the game itself is fun. You don't have to enter tournaments to play the
Well,
game.
yeah, but I want a team.
Also,
Yeah, you can-
Max.
Hmm?
Wait, no, I
Yeah,
was
the
gonna
whole
ask
point of
you.
playing Omega Strikers would be to join Saya's tournaments. Yeah, what were you gonna ask?
Game Freak,
Not just Science
Game
Freak,
Freak,
as well,
and
but
oh wait, Irvin's gone. But Game Freak, who was your third?
A Shadow Pelt.
Oh wait, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, it was the MNS. We just made it MNS themed and set the team picture to Storm Beast text bubble,
Nice.
and then we just entered.
But
We
honestly,
didn't
Yeah.
ask Max because I thought he had a team, and Max is like a more serious player. than the three of us.
I mean, y'all are serious
your team,
players.
Max?
Y'all didn't go 0-2.
That's true. That's true. We're gaming.
I got a clip playing with him in Unranked where I killed 3 people as Adrenaline Rush Drekar and then scored. It was quite the event.
Max, who's your team?
My team is either myself and Bitman forward plus Fran Francisco goalie or plus Cameron
my
goalie.
God.
Oh,
That was some-
Francisco.
Well, whatever. I'm staying.
Do you know that person?
No, but I've heard the name.
From beginner tournament number 2, I think.
Oh yeah. He was in the beginner tournament number 2. Yeah, he's my goalie, but he just actually moved to San Francisco and now has terrible ping with my East Coast other forward. So it's a bit of a cursed team.
Oh yeah, ping is a huge problem in Omega Strikers. The finals today, we decided on a draw because it was basically, if they got West Coast servers, one team was gonna win. If they got East Coast servers, the other team was gonna win.
Yeah. It's not possible for my whole team to have good ping at the same time, which is a bit unfortunate.
But honestly, that's
Entire
fine
meeting.
though. Like if there's a mixed coast team, like you just pick the region where the goalies have the least ping. And that's
Yeah, I have good ping no matter what because I'm central, but my other forward would suffer.
like for Omega Strikers to be a real competitive game in these central servers. Right now, there's nothing.
Yeah.
No central servers, really?
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna find 2 other people who can play the game. So
I will play the game.
there's
with
basically no point in playing it.
What? It's fun. Just play it because it's fun.
What's the point of playing if you don't want to be the best player ever?
I mean, you can
What
want
the
to be the
heck?
best player ever. Like, if you are good, if you're like an Omega Challenger level player, people will invite you to their team.
Well, but I want to get good with a team.
Yeah, I mean, I'll coach you to be good,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
sure Game Freak, well, and Ervin and stuff will like play with you. Caro might play with you. Caro's on the grind, I think, as well.
God damn it. Okay, I'll think about it.
If you're goalie though, I can't really help you because I'm super bad at goalie. But if you
Where
play
do people
forward,
play this game though? Is there like a
think we have
streamer?
the-
Is there like a server for this game or something?
Yeah, there's
There is a
the
Discord
official
for it, yeah.
Omega Strikers
Okay.
Discord.
I was just making sure it isn't OJJ. 'Cause I'm not fucking going there.
no, it's not.
Okay. Then I will join the official server sometime and consider this.
It's in
God
my
damn.
opinion the best game released in a very long time. I like it a lot.
Not MNS.
Oh, well then you
no.
probably haven't heard of... Shit, there have been no good games lately.
Yep.
Never mind.
See what I mean? I mean, M&S is probably the next best.
M&S is not a good game. Sorry.
It's a fun game. That's what the criteria is.
I mean,
It was a personal
whatever you
list.
say. Whatever you say. I'm not gonna argue because I'm too busy playing M&S right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
We haven't commentated it in a while.
Oh, right. Okay, so Hodai, really about to lose to Javaro, rather stupidly runs into a basic, just as Hodai gets a hit on Javaro.
Yeah, there aren't many good newer games. I like Smash Ultimate, but I don't know if I'd call it a good game.
That's not a good game.
What Smash game has ever been good? Let's be
Melee
real.
is a masterpiece.
But not by design. It's half of it is like bugs and
Well, who
glitches.
cares why it is?
You know, that's fair. That's fair. You got me there.
Smash games were always meant to be party games. They were never meant to be good.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
my
that is
god,
true,
why do
but
I
it doesn't
suck
matter.
so much?
It doesn't matter what the
Man.
intention was. They are good competitive games, even if it wasn't meant to be that
Nah,
way.
not Ultimate.
And Ultimate actually was meant to be a competitive game because the patch notes were based off tournament results, not
I'm
based
just
off.
gonna say Brawl, and then
Yeah,
end
Brawl
the
was
conversation
Brawl
with
was
that.
obviously meant to be a middle finger to the competitive community, but Ultimate wasn't.
Alright, here we go. Can Horai last long enough? And he manages to score a hit. Can he stall it out against Frost long enough to bring it back to min walls? Ooh, parries the stun wave. Nicely done. both players retreating back to the walls.
Oh, by the way, Game Freak, if I ever host another beginner tournament, you're obligated to be the other commentator.
Ooh, I can give it a shot. I'm not the best at commentary. I'm giving it a serious try when I can here, though.
Just for the historical importance of it, I think it has to be you.
True. Oh,
Oh, wow.
basic catching the stun wave.
Ooh, nice comeback,
Now it's
Korai.
last card.
Very well played.
Thanks. My heart is a bit in pain right now, though. I don't think I'm gonna be able
Probably
to
gonna
carry
need to go to the
rest
doctor
of it.
after this set. Hopefully, Javaro doesn't stall
Okay.
long enough for Horai to faint.
Just need to breathe. Okay. Okay, just need air.
Fortunately, Javaro lets Horai breathe, sitting at the other side of the stage.
Did
That was
Javaro
insane.
always troll like this back in the day, pre-EMT days? Saya?
Saya?
Oh, Saya's gone. Unfortunate.
Okay,
We'll get an answer.
I'm back. Not that much.
You
No.
alright, Saya?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Saya. I should be commentating. Hodai using basic and Jellycat trying to catch Javaro. But Javaro rolls under the basic.
Again.
Hodai having to do dodges, not even having time to press basic. But actually hits Javaro in the face with a shotgun somehow, so that's certainly something.
Stun wave is really janky. I was about to like mid-set coach Horai, but I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't know how to feel about getting fifth with playing a
Where are you? out?
rather interesting assortment of characters.
Oh my god, that I tried to
Ooh,
press.
stun wave.
It's okay.
Ooh, you slipped right between the cards. Javaro's gonna have a field day with that one.
I feel like Javaro is the least complaining player ever. Javaro only complains about his own character being OP.
No, Javaro
Truly-
complains when someone slips through the gap in his wide.
Mhm.
Chance for Horai here. Min walls. And Horai takes that
Holy-
game.
No,
What is the
I
game
have to
count, son?
stay. I have to keep fighting.
This is the ultimate effort diff matchup, I feel like. Like, I feel like the amount of effort that Horai is having to put in compared to Javaro is a humongous effort delta.
Oh my gosh. Oxygen. Breathable air.
Oh wait, Javaro lived.
What? How? That should be illegal.
Is there enough oxygen in my room right now?
You
Hope
might
this
wanna
room
open
I'm
the
in
window
has
after this game, my dude.
the window is open.
You're gonna have to
Hope
go, Game
there's not a
Freak?
fire outside or
No,
something.
I said Horai should open his window.
Oh.
You might need to like buy some portable oxygen. You might want to.
Yeah, do they sell that yet?
You're living on.
Portable.
I'm on like ground level, whatever that means.
Yeah, Javaro's style very much based around tiring his opponent out with a relentless barrage of frost basic.
Is it a stylistic choice or just a choice to troll? Like, I
No,
actually
Frost-
don't know. Javaro tryharding right
Frost
now?
is a one-button character,
Yeah.
Javaro is
except for
tryharding
the other.
I think
button.
the Javaro enjoys like dodging in general, so like this is just Javaro playing to enjoy game.
What?
That doesn't have too much micro though, so this Javaro
my
might
God.
not be too happy with having to macro.
Hey, I can breathe.
Oh.
My breathing is fine now.
Why? Because you're one card away from the set ending?
No, I mean, I was just really
Oh,
getting
okay,
panicky
okay.
earlier, and now now I'm not panicky.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Well, I should stop swearing when I get hit. Start setting a good example by commentating. Hodai trying to use basic, Jivaro smartly moves backwards. Hodai using basic again, Jivaro also basicing. Hodai trying to put out some wides. Oh shit.
Alright, and Javaro just hurting at the top. Horai needs to find a way to force Javaro to get hit, but it's not happening. Javaro maneuvering so well, and Horai getting caught by the wide as Javaro crosses down. Stunwave burned, but roll will be up anyway, and Stunwave comes back pretty quick in the grand scheme of things, so as long as Javaro hugs the corners like that, they're going to stay mostly safe, especially recognize that situation with the shotgun, not getting caught out, making their way down and maneuvering back up to dodge. But right here it could be, yup, and finally gets caught by the detonation of the whirlpool, and also gets caught right here while going for a cheeky basic, but finally gets the
What?
basic here. Third time's the charm. Second time. Wait, that was the second time. Oops. Alright, Game Freak, who do you think's gonna win?
Ooh, I think it's looking good for Javaro here. Javaro's been very consistent. Like he generally only gets
Oh
hit
my
at
god.
the end. And
How does
If Stunwave
Sunwave
takes
reach
it.
that far? Well, whatever. Good game, Jivaro. I'm glad I could at least breathe at the end.
yeah, Javaro just too consistent at the dodging. Or I getting tired out, having to work so much harder than Javaro.
It's so true.
Man, my
how's
heart is not good enough for this game.
We should have a Omega Strikers coaching Horai stream after the tournament is over.
Don't stream that.
Okay, you don't have to stream it.
Yeah.
It can be-
I need to do a general coaching
Guys,
stream. Oh yeah, wait, y'all
silly.
need to vouch for me on Metafy. I need Metafy
I
vouches.
tried to do that, but then it told
Oh
me to make an
God.
account.
Well,
Yeah, well, they have to make sure you're not just not an account, you know? That's the problem.
You can coach
Yeah.
me.
The hard part about
on
getting
stream.
vouches isn't getting the vouches, it's convincing people to make an account to vouch.
True. I'm farming M&S hours here. Wait, who does Zorn have to fight next? All right,
Zorn Game Freak, let's go. That's
is that
next.
happening right
Yep.
now? I was gonna give Zorn a warm up, but it maybe would have been negative warm up, so probably better I didn't.
Actually, hang on. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Time for a warm up.
well, that was certainly. Oh wait, oh my gosh, I gotta spectate.
This is
Good
just
game,
the warm
Jivaro.
up. This is the warm up.
Thanks for the game.
Also,
Probably shouldn't have pushed myself as hard. I should have just played Sun or something or Frost. I have like a small murmur, I think, so probably should be a little more careful with these kinds of things.
also Max.
Okay, and it is Lich
Hmm?
versus
Your set was
Lich.
Storm versus Sun all 3 games?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Still not seeing any flowers. I say as Max places a flower.
Max? Oh wait, it is Max. Wait. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh yeah. Why are we watching Zorn versus Max?
Because Game Freak's in the bathroom.
Oh. Oh, so this. Oh my gosh, I was commentating this as if it were a serious game. I guess that's how you commentate anything.
Yeah, warm-ups are serious business.
Okay, Max has claimed half the arena, whereas Zorn is kind of cramped up in the back wall, but Max is not getting many butterflies down. Having to dodge everything Zorn does. Zorn's a bit cornered though, except Max finally takes a hit. This could be Zorn's chance to turn things around. Zorn put a nice flower right in the middle of the arena, and now things suddenly aren't looking as good for Max as they were before. We basically had things in the bag earlier, but not anymore. Except Zorn has to dodge a lot of bullets, but is pretty safe, and now it's actually Max who's a bit cornered.
Wait, is Game Freak
Oh, that
back?
new flower?
I'm back.
Hi
yeah.
back.
Max intentionally hits a wide, knowing that
I'm
Game
not-
Freak was back. That's the only way I could explain such a pitiful bonk. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I have no right to say that after some of my bonks against Navarro earlier. Max
I
trying to
think
shoot
Max
Game
is-
Freak in the face and it's not working.
I'm not fighting Game Freak.
I think Max is trolling in this matchup.
Oh, wait, is Max actually QP?
No, it's me.
Well, then who's fighting? Oh, right.
I'm fighting
You're fighting
Zorn.
Zorn.
I'm
I'm
not
an
fighting
idiot.
anyone right now.
I
have
know, I
achieved The
know.
achievement.
I got you
Achievement
and Zorn
unlocked.
mixed up. Okay, I'm
No
sorry.
way. No, you
Achievement
can't
unlocked.
focus for my strategy.
What's your strategy, Exodia?
Corner butterflies. All four.
Exodia.
buttons.
That's called Exodia. That is the official terminology for it. That's called Exodia.
Okay, I'm new. I don't know this.
Oh, it's okay. It's a name Illy made up once, and now everyone calls it Exodia, and by everyone I mean me.
This is just what I should do in tournament. This is so easy compared to Sun.
Play Lich.
You think Lich is easy compared to Sun?
In the Lich mirror compared to Sun Lich is what I'm specifically
The only
referring
character that's easy to play
to. Oops.
is
Good. Very
none
easy.
of them are easy to play. No, Hood is not easy to
don't
play.
think
I don't know
Lich
what you
is
guys are
easy to
talking
play.
about. I don't
in
think
this
any
matchup.
character is easy to play in this game.
Like I see both of you like trolling. Like look. Like
Yeah, I can maybe count the number of times I played this matchup on one hand.
Is it trolling or is it psychological warfare? Is it mind game?
it's more like the butterfly positions.
All right, given some practice, I could definitely win that.
Yeah, you warned Zorn off, and now I'm gonna get obliterated. I lost. I'm curious to see how this will go since it's been a while since I fought Zorn in tournament.
Okay, it is Zorn Freak versus. Wait.
Zorn Freak.
It is
Zorn-
Game Freak versus.
Yo.
You guys heard nothing. It is Game Freak versus Zorn
Alright,
for
are we
winners
ready?
finals. This is gonna be good.
Zorn Freak
Definitely.
versus Game 9.
Power up.
True. Zorn Freak versus
Game 9.
Gamern. Damn, there's this whole Omega Strikers competitive paying discussion going on in the background I'm looking at, and if
I feel like
there were central servers, we wouldn't have to go through all of this debate.
I think it's important that people don't get too lost in the weeds of negativity, and then the whole discourse around the game turns negative, because that could create a really toxic environment. But of course, it is important to talk about it at least some, so something gets changed.
Why not just have every player be required to move to Omega Strikerville the same round so we can all play together?
True.
And then we can actually get to hear Arcane Chicken for real.
I've heard the real Arcane Chicken.
And you can physically sabotage other
have?
I
players
have.
before the tournaments.
I don't even remember it, but I have. I just remember that I have.
The TTS is so funny, but at the same time, it's a bit weird.
Definitely.
I actually have witnessed physical sabotage before a tournament once. That's not a very fun story.
Really?
I mean, like someone punching their opponent to like
No, not as violent as that, but okay. And Zorn takes the first card. Can Game Freak summon Exodia, or will Zorn just throw Exodia into the water? Or whatever happens to Exodia. I don't really remember. I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. What does Pot of Greed do again? Anyway,
draw 2 cards.
Game Freak is Yeah, I know, I know. Actually, I did watch some of the
I,
funny
I never,
season with a lot of pot of greed, so
yeah, I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I have played the game some. It's a really terrible game. I don't recommend it.
pot of greed is a very terribly designed card. How did they
Yes.
not think it would be overpowered? Anyway,
Well, I
Exodia
mean,
is pretty easy to summon at this point when the arena is so small.
there wasn't really game design principles in the 90s. People didn't know what was good
I
in
mean,
card
it's
games.
oh come on, but the pot of greed thing was just common
Oh,
sense. How
that
did
was
that
the
slip
biggest
by
flower I've
anyone?
ever seen. That deleted 2 flowers and 3 butterflies.
That was the best flower ever.
Someone
One
clip
might even
that.
call it the pot of greed of flowers.
I'll use my pot of flower to discard 2 flowers of the opponent.
Yeah, exactly. And look at Zoran with 1 flower surrounded by 2 butterflies. Or 3 butterflies, rather, and now 4. Except it's gone now, but the fact that those butterflies were just inaccessible for Max, I mean, Game Freak, because Zoran's fighting Game Freak now, and I'm an idiot, shows how much Zoran knows what he's doing in this matchup.
That Exodia talk is going to be permanently, or I guess pot of greed, burned into the clip.
Nice.
The greatest flower deletion ever, depending on how I cut it.
Don't
I've-
include the part where I call it the pot of... Well, I don't know. It's up to you. Ooh,
I've
Game
only,
Freak just completely cornered Zorn there, and suddenly this is Game Freak's game to lose.
this matchup is so swingy. Yo, double delete. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I mean,
Usually
that's
one
what
person
happens when you
wins.
have 2 snowballs roll down a hill against each other. Zorn looked like had it in the bag, but it's Game Freak taking the second card. Game Freak opening with the first butterfly. Zorn eating the butterfly and flower. And suddenly it's Zorn with a bit of an upper hand here, claiming a lot of territory. I always said this matchup was like chess, but maybe Go is a more appropriate metaphor.
I'd say it's like that game where your pieces like get flipped over into the other color because of how often like territory changes hands.
Oh, I don't
I don't know
remember
what
what
that
it's
means.
called. I just know it by Othello, but I don't know what the
Oh
actual
yeah,
name of the game is.
whatever that game is, that's what this reminds me of.
Actually, if I say Othello, a lot of people know what I'm talking about. But Go's kind of like that, except they don't get flipped, they just get eaten.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try Go, but have never had the chance.
Ooh, that's super unfortunate for Zoran, and it's actually Game Freak who has the upper hand here. Except Zoran just ate 2 butterflies. That corner butterfly is going to be a yikes. Game Freak is summoning Exodia.
I wonder if Game Freak also is desyncing these corner butterflies. Not quite. 2 of them are in sync.
Oh, that last butterfly couldn't complete the Exodia, but Zoran is finished, and Game Freak takes the first game.
I feel like a triangle with one in the middle is like almost as good as Exodia, if not better.
Oh, you mean like a tetrahedron?
Not necessarily, more like a triangle where you have 3 corners and
okay.
one dead center.
I think of that as a tetrahedron for some reason. But yeah, I know what you mean. That is a pretty difficult pattern to deal with, because it's a little bit hard to eat them sometimes, even though you want to. Like, you want to eat a bunch at once. Zoran doing a nice eat, escaping just before the butterfly fires at him, even though Zoran could have just dead zoned that butterfly. I don't know why Zoran didn't bother trying to dead zone the butterfly, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Zoran cornering Game Freak. Game Freak has 2 butterflies in that corner, but is cornered. And Game Freak takes another super unfortunate hit. This is looking rather good for Zoran. If Zoran can just avoid those sneaky butterflies, well, Zoran has to flower to eat some of them. But Game Freak is once again cornered, dodging all of Zoran's basics. And it's actually Game Freak who gains a lot of ground here, and it's Zoran on the other side. Looked like Zoran had a butterfly way off in the distance earlier. It's pretty funny. Now Zoran's down butterflies. Only one left, and it's easy for Game Freak to dodge, although Zoran finally plants another. Game Freak eating a lot of stuff, but Zoran eats both of Game Freak's flowers. Maybe that was a bit more of a short-term decision. Either way, it's not looking so bad for Game Freak, but those two flowers at the bottom... just as I
Another
was going to
big
comment
lead
on
for
those
Game
two
Freak.
bottom flowers, I mean butterflies, Game Freak ate them, so never mind. Question is Zoran going to be able to get some good eats off against Game Freak's butterflies? And the answer is Zoran does get one, but Game Freak is still in the... Oh, well, Game Freak just died, so never mind.
Game Freak was moving around a little too much and bonked wide, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well played
Ooh,
by Zoran there.
fire.
Zoran instantly catching Game Freak. I don't even know what hit Zoran there, but gonna be a nice chance for Game Freak to get the upper hand. Tries for the double butterfly eat, and it works.
Imagine an offline tournament where Lich is even more likely to be the best character, having to play this matchup with no bullet transparency.
Oh my gosh. That
That'd
would
be
not
true
be fun
pain.
for one of them. It would be fun for the other.
Exodia complete. Not quite. Missing one in the bottom left. Game Freak does this really toxic thing where they'll put a butterfly off screen on purpose so you can't see it. Definitely not a fan of that strategy. It makes
I know
crossing
Yoli
over.
was a fan of that strategy. In fact, I found out the hard way. I do not remember many times where I was actually able to beat Illy after Illy got that many off-screen butterflies. Game Freak losing a bit of ground here, but finally reclaims the center. Okay, suddenly it's Game Freak who's looking like they've got the advantage.
Ooh, a nice double delete there.
Game Freak is working on that Exodia. Maybe not right this moment, but...
Zorn has a mini Exodia. Oh, got deleted, but wasn't quite all the corners, but effectively it was because Game Freak was in the middle of all of them.
Oh yeah, look at Game Freak getting cornered right now. This is actually a super unfortunate butterfly setup. And Game Freak flying a little too close to the sun there. But now with Zorn, who's cornered, finally gets an escape by eating some butterflies and going through the ring.
Ooh, a little greedy positioning. I think Game Freak was trying to find a way to slip in and delete those two butterflies, but held that position a little too long and the projectiles all stacked up. And Zorn takes the game.
We are 1-1.
All right, how far in the tournament are we? We got a couple more sets. All right, so I'm gonna go get some food then, so I won't have to have any for potential Omega Strikers coaching. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. Oh, take care of yourself, Saya. Well, my commentary may not be the best, but hopefully I can carry this. Until Max comes back anyway. Well, Saya... Game Freak, you can probably go ahead, because Saya is still streaming this on Discord, so it'll be fine. Alright. Just Lich versus Lich, but this time the MS has been changed, so maybe things will be a little different. Game Freak taking the first hit, but At least Game Freak has a nice little safe zone, although Zorn cutting into it with that flower, yeah, that was a tight spot for Game Freak. Maybe going around the flower wasn't the best idea, but I can see why Game Freak wanted to move to the other side and claim some territory there, which now Game Freak is trying to do, and succeeding as Zorn just took a hit. Ooh. The arena's getting small. Game Freak's down to the last life. Tries to go up to Zoran, maybe going for some shenanigans, but Zoran punches Game Freak right in the face. Ooh. Unfortunate early hit on Game Freak by Zorn. It is 1-1 right now, and I can imagine that both players really want to tie things up. So far, it's looking more likely that Zorn's the one who's going to do it. Game Freak has that nice bottom left corner butterfly, but Zorn gained a bit of ground in the middle, although Game Freak was quick to take it back. Now Zorn's got it back. The tempo is in Zorn's favor. Game Freak put a butterfly near the edge, which isn't that useful, but at least prevents Zorn from doing anything too sneaky. Zorn getting another flower in. Did I say butterfly earlier? I meant Game Freak put a flower near the edge. Whatever. Now it's Game Freak who's claimed the bottom and put some butterflies and nasty ring on top. But Game Freak takes the last hit, and that is going to be it. The score is 2-1 in favor of Zorn. 2-1 in favor of Zorn. Attack delay counter pick is working for Zorn so far. People were doing some mad science involving that attack delay stuff, especially involving Worm lately, and I think Zorn was one of them. But now Game Freak's going to change the song, perhaps the biggest mix-up in this game so far. So let's see if that changes anything. Glitch but plus 60 attack delay, Glitch but with other song. The best counter picks of all. So an opening by Zorn, eating 2 butterflies. Tempo is definitely in Zorn's favor right now. This Game Freak's a bit cornered and that flower is not doing anything to help. Game Freak going to the other side, but now Game Freak is kind of just cornered on the other side, except that butterfly in the top left off of the screen, out of the arena, is helping Game Freak, and that Exodia build, while not complete, is in a nice trapezoid shape that's going to be pretty annoying for Zorn. Although unfortunately that flower does not eat Zorn's giant flower. I think Game Freak was expecting it to. That's going to be huge. A double flower eat by Game Freak, though, might be turning things around. Game Freak actually gets a basic hit off on Zorn. Exodia might be coming into play. A single other butterfly will complete it. And it is Exodia. This is an Exodia game, guys. Although that next butterfly didn't kind of broke the Exodia, but I think it was important for Game Freak to put it there. So it's nice to just see Exodia for a little bit. The meme is alive. Although it's actually more than just a meme, because I genuinely think Exodia is one of the stronger strategies in this matchup. Zorn's double flower is super unfortunate for Game Freak, but now it's Game Freak getting Zorn cornered. Unfortunately, Game Freak taking a hit at just the wrong time is going to be super bad news for Game Freak. Zorn takes another hit, though, which kind of gives Game Freak a second chance. I thought Game Freak might have just blown it there, but that hit on Zorn was pretty lucky and probably is going to give Game Freak a bit of a second win in this card. See if that music counter pick ends up helping. Both of them running into each other's faces. It's Game Freak who puts up a flower. Zorn just not getting the time to eat those 2 flowers, and actually Zorn's the one to take the next hit. Game Freak has control of the arena, but Zorn can easily go around everything right now. Although Game Freak's butterfly desync skills that I've been hearing about are coming into play right now. And right now, super unfortunate setup for Zorn, although a key butterfly just disappeared. So that's pretty nice. And Zorn eating another 2, although Zorn's flower gets eaten, which is super bad. Zorn able to micro those butterflies just barely, but not able to survive for long enough to plant one last flower and end that situation. Game Freak is up 1 card. Zorn cracks indeed. That was some genuinely good dodging, and even though Zorn lost the card, I think that was pretty impressive. Double butterfly eat, followed by a punch in the face by Zorn, wanting to turn this around. Music counterpick not going to be strong enough to beat Zorn that easily. Or at least that's what Zorn probably hopes right about now. The 2 off-screen butterflies are coming into play right now. One of them just disappeared, but certainly those were a headache for Zorn while trying to claim some ground on the other side of the arena. And now Game Freak's got 2 more corner butterflies. Although Zorn just ate 2 butterflies, so it's going to be a bit rough. Those corner butterflies better do their work. That's all I can say. Game Freak just staying at the bottom, waiting for those butterflies to shoot. They're not very desynced. Game Freak just ate 2 of them. It is 2-2 right now, so Zorn still has time to turn things around. But Game Freak has 2 flowers up right now. Zorn tries to eat them, but it does not work. That's going to be huge, actually. Although those 2 look pretty easy to eat, but not with Game Freak defending the ground, although Game Freak bonks wide, which is unfortunate. Game Freak eating 2 butterflies, though. Is Zorn going to get that sneaky hit? Both of them preparing their basic shotguns, trying to shoot each other in the face, but they both end up missing. Zorn eating the flower and the corner butterfly, not that one other butterfly, but it's always worth a shot, isn't it? Zorn just barely dodging that basic, going through the wide ring, and amazingly hitting Game Freak, carrying this to the last card, and giving Zorn a chance to finish up the set right here and now. Ooh, Zorn cornered, but able to dodge, actually macroing those butterfly bullets. Some excellent moves by Zorn. Releases that butterfly or flower at the last minute, and even manages to punch Game Freak in the face, getting the first hit of the card. Such a small arena size. Zorn trying to make sure the bottom of the screen is available, although those 2 corner butterflies that Game Freak has right now are going to be a problem. It's actually that 3rd butterfly that does work right there. Zorn accidentally getting himself cornered as Game Freak eats both of Zorn's flowers. Right now, Game Freak has a bit of an advantage, but in this matchup, those advantages turn around real fast. You just have to know how to get your advantage back as the other Lich. Nice eat by Zorn. I thought Zorn was going to go for the 2 butterflies near the top left corner, but Zorn going for a butterfly and a flower instead. That wide ring is rather unfortunate for Zorn, but Zorn is not having any problems with it and actually gets the next hit on Game Freak. Doing a double flower eat. This is actually a great position for Zorn right now. And Zorn even getting a hit, setting up another wide ring and butterfly. Game Freak opting to eat the flower, not eating any butterflies though. and a single hit is going to finish it. And that is exactly what happens as Game Freak backs up just as a butterfly bullet
I
that
love
earlier
this.
is coming by. Good
Wow, that's
effort, Game Freak. That was some insane play by both of you.
God, I forgot what it was like to fight a real Lich main.
Haven't you ever fought yourself before?
I fight my inner demons all the time. That's how I'm so
Who's
strong.
Overlord Prinny? Is it Illy?
That should be Illy, yeah.
Okay. Illy's never gonna expect what character I'm gonna use. It's a character I almost never play.
Overlord Printing might be on a trackpad. It's definitely not impossible if that's the case.
It's Green Hood. I'm playing Green Hood. But I always play Red Hood because I like the Red Hood, red color palette better.
I have to go full tourney tryhard now.
The only thing strong enough to defeat Lich is Lich itself.
Oh, did the next match get called? Because I should probably quit out if it did.
Yeah, the next match is happening.
Oh fuck. It's okay. I'll beat Illy real quick.
Wait a
With
second.
not even my main.
Why did I decide to play Hood and Tourney today? I don't know. Good question. Because it was funny?
Alright, Max, I'm gonna trust in you to commentate.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing to do. I kind of just got a meal, but...
Hey, the Discord stream's still up, right? Don't worry, Illy will beat me pretty soon.
Oh no. I just destroyed my chip bag. Unfortunate. Okay, so... Is it on stream? Is it? I need to get into the spectate. Give me a second. Alright. Oh no. Alright, I didn't get in.
Oh, I
You
thought
just-
I could do
Oh, but your
it, but
Discord stream. Perfect. I'll commentate from that. Alright, we got Javara versus you. Two quick hits. I feel like favors the process. Another quick hit. So this matchup, Storm should be able to keep Frost away, but Frost has the defense moves by quite a while. It's kind of like another epic Delta matchup. Storm just has to sit inside basic and build setups and try not to bonk, or Frost just kind of has to hope that Storm does bonk.
Max, I
Very-
think your voice was cutting out a lot just now, but it's better now. Ooh, unfortunate
Very,
for QP.
Yeah, I think it's a very low agency matchup. Similar to Sunfrost, but this time it's Frost who has low agency instead of the other way around. Ooh, almost gets caught in the corner there, but manages to escape. Now that I've been playing Storm, I've been paying more attention to what it is that QP actually does. And what QP does that I don't see other Storm players do is uses a middle of the screen clone and stands behind it to make a double basic long wall that just goes straight down the middle. And then if you choose up or down, QP will then follow you and cut off that. And then your only choices are die or try to go up and around the other way. And then QP will just go up and block that. It's very effective, and the only way to really beat it is to either use defensive moves or use attacks to force Storm to not stand in the correct place to build those walls, which is why I think the three characters that I think are good against Storm, well, Lich is kind of different. Lich can actually delete Storm's walls, which no other character can do because Flower is just that good. But Arcanist, debuffs, and Moon are both very good at forcing Storm to not stand a certain place. And then Sun Priestess Basic is also pretty decent at forcing Storm to not stand a certain place. But Frost doesn't really have a definitive way to do that. Frost can kind of discourage Storm with Basic, but QP's good enough to not super care about that. Although Jawara doesn't really have much else to do other than hope, and it is working for now. Because Storm, even if Storm has all the agency, that also means Storm has to do all the work. Frost doesn't have to work all that hard here, even if it is losing. Whereas Storm, to make it winning, has to work really hard.
I don't know if I totally agree, because getting the rolls right to escape from those basics kind of is some work. In terms
mean,
of
it's
actually like
something.
putting on pressure, yeah, sure, Frost has less work to do. But look at Javaro getting hit all the time right here. Having trouble escaping from those basics the right way.
Yeah, it's certainly not zero skill from Frost. You have to do the correct rolls. Just in terms of like that intense pressure, you gotta always be on top of it as the Storm, not bonk. Because the minute you bonk, Frost can walk right through all the setups and you have to start over.
Just barely escaping and getting out of the Sun Wave move lock in time to escape from the basic. Javaro trying so hard to get out of that tight spot, but that one little wide closes the gap. Javaro having to roll out of the way because Storm is spotting some basics right in front of him.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Our QP
Nice
versus
roll through
Javaro
the
is sick as
entire
fuck.
basic by Javaro. Oh, sorry, Saya.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna say Max is gone, so I'll pick up the slack a little bit. Oh, QP trying to catch Javaro stun waving, but Javaro moves up before the stun wave. Has to roll here. Doesn't get hit by any of the wides, which is amazing given what Storm Wide can do. Rolls past the basics, and QP now in a tough spot has to dodge, and Javaro continues to not get hit, just dancing around the basics, slowly inching to not get hit by the wide. But QP also just macroing as much as possible, not getting hit by the basic even there, but finally getting hit. Almost hit Javaro too. If that hit didn't happen, it was looking very, very scary. Now we're down to the final heart of the first game.
Super brave of Javaro to just roll to the bottom of the screen back there. I even managed to hit QV in the face, but that was like super scary to see Javaro just roll through all those basics. Oh no, but Javaro rolls onto a wide, and that is going to finish the job for QP.
Alright, I returned.
Yeah, and I knew that like hit was coming because Jafaro was dodging way too many wides to not eventually get hit by one.
Some of what impresses me with QP is how much wide that they can have up while still pressuring with basic. Because it feels to me like if you want to do the full basic pressure, you have to not use wide, but QP manages it somehow. Like the perfect ratio.
Maybe we need to give basic more attack lot. I don't know.
Yeah, that could potentially be good. Well, it could... I'm not sure, because it could ruin the character entirely if you couldn't do basics close
Yeah.
to each other. You need to, like, prevent basic wide without preventing basic basic.
Yeah, but Storm's walls are already so good.
When we tried removing them, the character was, like, without question, the worst in the game and completely useless. You, like,
removing
couldn't
what?
do much. In the beta, there was one patch where Storm was given very fast basics again and walls weren't really a thing anymore, and the character was just super terrible.
Oh, well, yeah. I think Storm should have some walls. It's the wides that are nonsense, and the basics are a little large.
I think Storm is really cool. Wide is silly, but the rest of it's awesome. I think the bad characters just need to get more stuff instead of destroying the good characters.
Hard disagree. I'm sorry, but... hard disagree.
Not everyone's gonna agree on balance.
Except for Red Hood, who should just be reworked. I have some ideas. But Sun is fine. Like, how the heck are you gonna buff Sun anymore? We buffed her to the moon and back. Actually, there's one
Oh.
Sun buff I would ask for, which is make Diamond Dash make you even faster. That's the only Sun buff I want.
I've got
But
3 that I
not that
think
bad.
would be good. The first one is you could change the defensive special to make it have 2/3 the duration, but also 2/3 the cooldown. You could make her have double speed while channeling her spells, and you could also make wide at point blank range come out maybe
Nice
0.1
stun
seconds
by
faster.
Devara there. Sorry, what was that last one? Kinda
Make
interrupted you there
wide
for comment.
tapped come out 0.1 seconds faster.
Uh, I'm worried about how much cheese might be involved with that.
That one is maybe the least good, but I think the other 2 are definitely essential.
Why don't we pick up this conversation later? Because
Sure.
right now, QP is amazingly just sitting in the basic stream, sitting just right in the focus basic stream, and launching so many storm basics. I could not do that, and finally it pays off when QP gets a hit. That is amazing. You guys heard I almost had a heart attack fighting Javaro earlier when I tried to shoot depth attacks from the middle of the basic stream. QP is just such an amazing player, surviving this stream of basics.
And on keyboard, no less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty epic.
QB's a keyboard gamer.
Javaro is cornered, and that is going to be another hit. One more, and QP survives. But right now... Oh, nice dodge. And QP has 1 heart right now. But Javaro is the one who loses in the end, stunning at the wrong time.
Food eating has commenced, so likely less commentary for me from here on. I'll
Alright.
comment a little bit though.
Javaro only has 1 heart left, has to get out of the stick situation, but maybe that roll wasn't wise because QP can wall it off, but no, Javaro's patience pays off, can escape along the right side.
Nice
Now,
escape by Javaro there.
yeah, just needs to not get hit now by a wide, avoiding the melee.
Barely escapes the basic as the Ganger is forming it, but wide.
The wide is inevitable. Eventually a slip up will happen. Eventually the wide will arrive.
Did QB win the first game also?
Yeah, I think so. It is 2-0 in favor of QP right now. Wait, yeah. Stream says 2-0, so it must be true. Saya has never made a mistake in the history of tournament recordings. Oh, unfortunate wide hit. Good job by Javaro, though, for using wide at the right time. Maybe not so unfortunate since Frost Wide's been nerfed to the ground, even though it's still not a fair attack from a dodging perspective. But you know what? Neither is Storm Wide, so whatever. That last wide hit onto QP was unfortunate, though. I'm not even sure what hit Javaro there. Was it a wide? Did anyone see? No, that's okay. Either way, Javaro escaping from a trap early on, now between the 2 storms.
I think actually being between the clones, at least for Sun, is usually the best. I have no idea if it's good for Frost or not.
Oh yeah, it's definitely good for Sun. For Frost, it depends on how confident you are about being able to roll out of those wall setup, I think. Oh, Javaro going a little too far there. Those wides getting a nice catch. Can't say the same for Javaro's wides there, though. They missed. Nice escape by Javaro. QP has to flash step to get out of there because it's a real close call with that Frost Basic. With that Sword Storm. Oh, I was watching QP there making some insane dodges on the Frost Basic. Gets hit by the wide.
Is Frost Basic actually called Sword Storm?
Yes. No, Unfocused Basic is Sword Play. Focus Basic is Sword Storm, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how I know the names of the attacks in this game. Probably forgot some of them anyway. Nice job by Javaro. Smart move, not doing anything fancy, just going forward without even attacking to get through that storm. But now Javaro's trapped. Nice roll to escape, just barely not clipping into the next basic. Another nice hit by Javaro.
Javaro's escapes are pretty much unmatched in like most matchups. He's the master of survival.
Oh yeah, my set with Javaro that one tournament took forever. My set with Javaro of this tournament took forever, and y'all saw how good Javaro was at escaping those depth setups.
Yeah.
Honestly, despite getting real worked up over that one, that was one of the most fun sets I played in a while. Not gonna lie. Okay, Javaro just needs one more hit, but it's QP who has the wall set up. Oh no! QP doing such a good job dodging the Sword Storm, but finally running into one, and it is 2-1 in favor of QP still. But Javaro is the one who's going to be taking this game.
Staying single player.
Nice escape by Javaro, and the clone thrown into the corner is not going to get another hit. Or a hit, I should say, as Javaro actually has not gotten hit yet. This card. Is Javaro going to escape that? Yes. And hits QP in the face. QP trying to do the same thing to Javaro, but Javaro not having any of it. Some lag happened, and I have no idea what happened there. But Javaro was able to dodge not only the clone in its basic, but the wides that came along with it as well, which is pretty
That was a bit
impressive.
of a lag spike right there.
That was... I don't know why Javaro didn't escape there, but that was unfortunate.
Wow. Found the spot in the corner to punish QP. I was expecting a stun wave, but just basic gets the job done. Ooh, that is such an efficient first 2 attacks from QP. 2 attacks. Checkmate. But Javaro's defense is even better. Wow. Escapes the situation.
Ooh. That was a bit unfortunate for Javaro there. And another wide hit out of nowhere. It's hard to even reposition yourself against Storm, because even after your vulnerability is over, some wides might come at you out of literally nowhere.
Yeah, it can be tough, because after the first wild reposition, you've like lost your tempo for where wide is going to be, so then if you try to dodge those wides, even more might come after you. Takes a
I
bit to
believe that was a
recenter
perfect
yourself.
card by QP. Javaro was just not finding the groove that time. Oh no. Was that the one little basic that went and hit Jivaro? I think it was. Jivaro, is Jivaro gonna escape? Yes, and stuns to get through those other basics, but the clone charges a basic right onto Jivaro as soon as that's done.
Great clone reposition from QP.
Oh, and the gap was opening, but it did not open fast enough, and QP takes the last game. That is going to be it. QP has won 3-1 against Jivaro. Hey, this time I can probably actually spectate, hopefully. So I can stop watching Sky's stream for now. VFQPLF. Truer words have never been spoken, especially since it was an action that was written. Unless Saya said it aloud, and we don't know since Saya was muted. But yeah, it is Game Freak versus QP for losers finals.
It's not appear that Game Freak is here.
Well, seems that Game Freak has forfeited. It will be QP versus Zorn for grand finals now.
Wait, Game Freak
I'm
forfeited?
I'm lying. I was making a joke off of the fact that Game Freak wasn't here. It's not actually a forfeit.
Maybe we should ping Game Freak.
Oh, yeah, that might be a good idea.
Alright, I'll ping Game Freak. Hello, Javaro.
Hi.
Your dodging's insane.
Honestly, I expected to lose, and I did, but that actually felt winnable, and that makes me very excited.
Oh yeah, good job there, Javaro.
Thank you. Alright. I don't know.
Thanks for the games earlier. Even
That
though
was tough.
you're,
Alright.
you gave me... That was physically painful to fight, but it was a pretty fun set, not gonna lie. As much
Oh,
as
yeah.
I complained about it.
I wasn't even listening to the stream. I was like talking to somebody. But no, that was this is fun. I every time I enter an M&S tourney, I'm always like so happy after it's over. You're so fun.
I channeled my inner Javaro and picked random characters this tournament.
Let's go. Max is gaming. It's so fun.
Except against QP.
I thought I was gonna cry against QP. I did not think I was gonna enjoy myself at all.
QP is good enough that I just had to go Sun.
I don't
That's
know
like-
how.
That's just like the one good matchup, so I'm not gonna waste it.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to win as Frost against Storm. It doesn't. It like when like I don't know. But then like I play this game and it feels like if I don't know, maybe if I dodge enough. But I probably should just pick a better character, like a counterpick character for this matchup. Honestly, all of, like the Sun rhetoric has been making me want to pick up Sun specifically for Storm.
It's not
Sun
free.
rhetoric.
I know
But
it's
it's
not
probably
free, but it's
better
probably
than
better.
Frost.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You have to play it completely different though, because you have basically no
It's
defensive
extremely
ability.
difficult to win against Storm. Even if it is Sun favored, like some people think, it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, I don't imagine it being free at all. But I think like as like Frost, if Storm doesn't bonk, I think like it's probably not winnable for Frost. Like, after playing that game, it makes me think like sometimes when I look at like Frost versus Storm, it kind of makes me think like it's kind of like similar to Frost Worm in the sense that like maybe if neither bonks, it's technically even. But I feel like it's much more, I don't know, something about saying that feels wrong. It feels like it's probably not something Frost can win. But
The I think the matchups from the Sun side compared to Frost is super different because as Frost you basically just sit still and get out of walls with roll. Whereas with Sun you have no defensive ability, so you have to preemptively prevent the walls. So it's just a completely different game.
yeah, it's
You have to have a different
very.
mindset.
I imagine like what you have to do is you have to put up a bunch of stuff, right? Like you want to like put up a bunch of setups to prevent the Storm from getting in position to put those walls down in the first place.
In my experience, the games that go the best are the ones where you can take center screen.
I see.
I'm not even
And that's-
sure how I would be able to do that matchup if I had not spent hours on end fighting Minkle, Illy, and Kuroko's Storms. Oh, that's super unfortunate for QP there. But yeah, that matchup
Yeah.
is super hard to get used to.
It's exciting. I don't know, but that was a fun game. That was like really fun, which is crazy because I thought like I was gonna cry. This Storm is painful, but I don't know. Storm can be like really fun to fight for some reason. Really, every character in this game is kind of fun to fight. Anyway, I'll stop derailing commentary. I just wanted to come and say hi now that I got eliminated.
But anyway,
The rolling commentary
Game
is
Freak
good.
down to 1 heart, and we will see if QP can turn it around. Oh, sorry for saying that. Justice Saya made that comment, by the way.
I mean, I was trying to derail commentary, so I feel like commentary interrupting derailment is the desired outcome. But
Oh, fair enough.
Well,
Game
it's
Freak going around everything, even going around the wides. QP is no longer trapped. Escapes to the other side with a flash step.
the all later.
And Game Freak gets hit by a wide just as QP throws the clone. Super hard to react to that. So I cannot blame Game Freak there at all.
I think Game Freaks, one of their biggest weaknesses is not respecting Storm wide enough. Because when I play against QP as Storm, most hits are wide. But then again, I guess with such a good defensive special, you're basically not going to get hits with basics, so you got to get hits with wide. It's not like before where Lich could actually like be punished by bad cooldowns. I mean, you can if you use Flower badly, but it's just way more forgiving than before.
No, we're 1-1 now.
This tournament really is filled with all the sets that are going to take a million years. It's a long one.
Ooh, Game Freak trying to eat things with the flower, but QP holds it long enough for Game Freak to get sandwiched. Oh no, Game Freak trying to escape, but gets hit by a wide in the process. I'm not even sure if Game Freak would have made it, but it doesn't even matter. QP bravely dodging those butterflies narrowly, but then bonks one. Game Freak just sliding right by those wides. I would not have done that. Actually, I would have, to be honest, because I like sliding my wides against the wide characters. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mention to Max that the other Sun guide, besides Fairlawn's guide and Speedwagon's, or Senna Speed's guide, is the guide that somebody wrote for the Mizumi page for Sun Priestess. And QP takes the game. The score is 1-1.
Yeah, I've actually read the Mizumi guide. It's just I don't know if it's very general. It's not very matchup specific, which is kind of the guide I wanted to make. One that talks matchups
You see
in depth.
QP about to get a hit on Game Freak, but then the place where QP went to get that hit was a wide spot. So that's pretty unfortunate. Game Freak narrowly escaping that basic setup and eating some basics to escape at the last second. But then gets a little bamboozled there with the clone. Trying to get in there, maybe to put more butterflies in QP's area, maybe to prevent themselves from getting set up with the walls, maybe both, but it's just not working. But Game Freak finally gets a hit. Eats another hit. Game Freak going right under that basic. Trying to dodge the regular basics, but runs into a wide in the process. But it's QP who takes the next hit, and we're 1-1. Oh, and QP flash steps right onto a wide, does not escape, that's enough, and Game Freak takes the card. Ooh, I thought Game Freak might get hit there, but luckily Game Freak manages to go around those basics at the last second. QP taking the first hit. Not what you want to see on your last card, especially when the arena's getting small against Lich. And as Game Freak takes another hit, or as QP takes another hit, Game Freak is gaining the momentum. Game Freak trying to punish the flash step by punching QP in the face, but it's Game Freak who gets hit in the end. Ooh, Game Freak almost got sandwiched there. Luckily, just barely able to escape, and Flowers right as the flash step lands. Luckily for QP, they're able to escape before it's too late. And QP on the last heart. This is a tough matchup for Storm because you're dodging bullets everywhere as a super fast character, but QP expertly moves to the ring, unfortunately takes a hit at the end. And Game Freak is the winner. Score is 2-1. Okay, a bit of lag there. Not entirely sure what happened. At least on my end, I wasn't looking at the stream. but QP lands a wide for the first hit of the game, and that is not what you want to see when you're on your last card. But hopefully QP can turn it around. Already building a wall. Game Freak planning wides and butterflies on both sides of the flower wall, hoping to catch QP no matter where they go. Game Freak going around a wide as QP gets hit. Awfully brave with those wides, Game Freak is. And the basics, jeez. Oh. Nice flower by Game Freak, but it doesn't complete the gap entirely. The ring and butterfly sort of do, but Game Freak runs into a wide while doing that because that movement was a little fancy. Game Freak able to sneak under those basics and get a slightly better flower placement. And QP landing on the wide, that's really unfortunate. But now, QP is on their tournament card.
Alright, Game Freak getting out of a sticky situation, has flower back up, places it, and is moving quite aggressively towards QP. Has to not get trapped while doing so, but maneuvering quite well around the basics.
And some nice flower placement too. QP is in a bit of a predicament here. Manages to escape through the ring though, and actually Game Freak takes the hit in the end.
Oh, and Game Freak was doing...
Game Freak taking another hit from the basic. Is this QP's chance to turn things around?
Game Freak was doing so well, dodging all of the all of the wides, but QP mixes up with a rare tap basic, and here too catches Game Freak walking away.
Yeah, the tap basic snuck in and hit Game Freak while Game Freak was trying to escape from the charge basic. It's pretty cool. Really hard to dodge. Oh, nice flash step punish. Flash step into charge basic punish, but that time the charge basic is what punishes Game Freak trying to escape from the wall. Oh, that's tough. This could be a big comeback for QP. This game had a bunch of unfortunate setbacks for QP, but if they're able to turn this around, yes, they are. And that means we're going to take it to Game 5. QP has one last chance to get into winners final or grand finals, and a chance to take down Zorn. Jeez, the community got really good while I was gone. It's kind of cool to see a new player like Game Freak and a former beginner like QP, at least QP was a beginner when I was still here, doing this well.
Yeah,
Like, their
Game Freak
dodges are incredible.
Game Freak got good fast. Game Freak actually was the winner of my second beginner tournament. Or was it my third? I think it was my third. Yeah, my third.
But y'all are caster cursing Game Freak right here, saying they're so good, they've improved so fast, but taking 2 hits and suddenly QP's in a really good spot.
Yeah, just when we think Game Freak is doing well, don't forget QP has to dodge all these Lich bullets as Storm Beast, and look at QP microwing all of those butterfly bullets, and actually getting one last hit on Game Freak, not taking a single hit yet this card, going through the Lich ring, and then escaping around the butterfly bullet, finally taking a hit though. Game Freak getting ready to place another flower, I bet. The bar is down, Game Freak putting down a butterfly, can sneak through those basics, and place another flower soon probably. Yes, but it's not in the best spot. Oh, actually, that spot's pretty good considering that the other flower's gone by now. That one, on the other hand, maybe not so much. And now Game Freak having to sneak along the walls, doesn't go far enough, and gets trapped by the last basic. QP might be about to take this home.
I think in the late game, the most important thing to do, pretty much no matter what character you are against Lich, is claim the ceiling. If you can do that, you stand a chance. If not, you're just dead. And QP was, I think, setting up for that before the game was over.
QP already taking 2 hits on Game Freak. Probably not that good for Game Freak's morale either. Because this whole thing looked like it was in Game Freak's advantage earlier. But Game Freak nicely butterflying through the potential Storm wall. Going around the Storm basics, but not that one. Game Freak suddenly on his tournament card. Or tournament life. Tries to punch
Wow.
Storm in the face, but actually gets trapped. And QP beats the Lich 3-2.
What a defensive
This
special
tournament is
setup.
full of amazing sets.
I lost.
Good effort though, Game Freak. Oh, I should spectate, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Okay, it is Zorn versus QP. Just when we thought we were done with Lich versus Storm, we're getting more Lich versus Storm. Unless Zorn switches character or something.
No way. Fellow character loyalist.
We will see if Zorn's more passive style will be able to overtake QP.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about Zorn's chances in this one because it does feel like QP like turned it on, or the dodging became a bit cleaner.
Oh, Zorn trying to go around that basic was a bad move, because the wall was right there. He finally took a little bonk hit, though.
QP a little cornered, but Zorn doesn't. Ooh,
Oh no! Probably
That's a
not the best
classic.
idea by Zorn there.
oh,
Ooh,
he's using
Zorn
my
trying
round
to
start.
punch Yuki in the face there. Oh no!
Ooh.
Nice little slide by QP.
Yeah, unfortunate throw in the corner. And Zorn, Brazilian ping, gonna have a hard time with the wide, unfortunately.
QP backing up into base. A Storm classic gets me every time. Well, not every time, but Zorn already down to their last heart.
Ooh, I'm not sure I agree with that. He went up, and his defensive flower was on top of the other. I would have went down, and this
Yeah.
is Zorn's game. He can do what he wants. Oh. Yeah, Zorn a little pressured here. Might have to. Yep, there's the flower burn, but scores a hit on the way out, which is really nice for Zorn. Ooh. Yeah, Zorn a little checkmated there. The wide's just a cherry on top. The basic misses QP, or misses Zorn. The clone. Took center stage, but at the cost of getting hit by a single wide. Yeah, waited too long and the gap closed. This is such like Lich favored commentary. I know nothing about Storm.
Storm's got to charge those basics at the right time, basically, unless Storm wants to get hit by those butterflies or narrowly micro them like QP is doing right now.
All right, I'm back. This time
Hi,
nice.
Max.
QP's dodging is just on point.
Yeah, all these Liches in bracket, Chibi's warmed up.
Yeah, honestly. QP taking a hit there though. And
no,
the
the
arena's
side
getting
is
small, so Zorn might have a chance to turn things around pretty soon. If nobody takes a hit anytime soon. Zorn gonna need that flower. There it is. Able to escape to the top. But now Zorn's about to get trapped again. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't possible to get out there. White had him checkmated even if he ran full speed, sadly. But that's the way it goes. Defensive flower.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Unfortunate wide snipe.
Super unfortunate for Zorn. Needed
QP's
that
up.
arena to shrink.
Yeah, QP's up 2 cards and has a hard advantage. Ooh, looks like yeah, that's QP's game. QP's catching on to like Lich hugging the wall and then flower dashing in. He tap basics instead of charge basics.
Oh, that was a
Oh.
scary situation for Zorn.
Yeah, nice catch
right
by
on like
Zorn.
the
QP holding that basic to see if they can trap Zorn after the flower, but bumps into a wide along the way.
Ooh, almost ran into that basic after the flower dash.
Oh, the ring! That ring is hard to dodge. We've seen QP do a great job dodging the ring this tournament, but not that time. Still, this is 2-0 in favor of QP, so they can afford
Is
to
it
get
2-0?
a
I thought
few.
it was 1-0.
No, it's 2-0 already.
But really?
Yeah.
Wow. QP's just gaming then. Especially now with Zorn's setup pushed all the way back in the corner.
Yeah, that's super rough for Zorn. Another clone coming in soon, I bet. Like right on top, yeah. But Zorn able to. Oh no! Zorn parks
Ooh.
at the wrong time to use that wide just as that clone got thrown in there.
Yeah, Zorn returning to flower round start. But here lies the problem with that.
Hmm.
Gives QP an opportunity to just run in and corner Zorn. But Zorn's clawing it back. Butterfly, ooh. Yeah, Lich is not broken. Lich is bottom tier.
I agree with one of those two sentences.
Oh, QP bonks it wide. That wide bonk might actually be critical though, because QP missed an opportunity to run in past Zorn's setup. Zorn with the super aggressive all of a sudden, but gets caught by the tap basic.
Zorn gonna get caught? No, Zorn dodges those basics and isn't even getting hit by those wides.
Yeah, QP had a nice flash step there, avoided getting caught by the basic.
I think Zorn is choosing weird times to be aggressive. Zorn is like going in when he doesn't have flower and just like running into storm pressure, rather than choosing to go in when he does have flower so he can walk into the wall and then delete it. And move
Oh
forward.
no, Zorn!
Oh, that
Ooh.
was
It's rough. It's rough. Zorn, you can do it, Zorn. No.
Zorn's breaking. This does not
Zorn.
look good. Ooh.
I think Zorn's trying to walk at QP too much when just a basicing might be more effective in some of these cases.
Wait.
Yeah.
So is this like 1-0 for the new reset?
Yep. 1-0 in favor of QP.
Yeah, QP really warmed up against Lich. Holy hell.
Has QP won a tournament before?
Oh,
Yes.
QP's won
Many.
a great many. Probably.
Oh,
better.
yeah, okay.
QP's, I think, entering the conversation for all-time greats at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, QP is a really good player.
But Zorn's also an amazing player.
Alright, I think the fire alarm just turned on in my building,
Oh.
so I might be evicted.
Oh.
You might get evicted.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
We'll buy the alarm. I can hear it in the hallway. If it transitions to the room, I'm gonna have to go outside.
Borrow some of these Storm Beast charge basics and just short out your fire alarm.
It's become fireproof.
Alright, well, it's not come to my room yet, so maybe it won't. Hopefully.
Well, we'll see what happens.
It shouldn't kick me out
Fire
for
is
too long,
overrated. What character
Hopefully
in this
it's
game
only
is
my
fire-based? None of them, except for the one with
Good
one
one.
attack
Good
called
one.
Novi Fire.
Fire.
He's
And
more
fire
of
player.
a. She's more of a run in your face.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe Novi Fire is a bit fiery, especially since it has fire in its name.
Yeah.
The siren went away. I don't think I'm getting kicked out after all. Hooray.
Oh, and well, Worm does have an attack with flare in its name, but to be fair, so does Depth. Nice flash step by QP, by the way, clearing all those butterfly bullets at once. QP does take a hit though.
Ooh, is this the start of the Zorn comeback?
It could
So what
be.
you're telling me, Horai, is that if there was a DLC 9th character, they'd be fire themed?
I don't know, maybe, but that's never gonna happen, is it?
No.
Unless Mino adds rabbit game stuff to this all of a sudden. Zorn
Ooh.
just barely gets no.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh,
That's rough.
Zorn. Oh, clipped by the
Backs
wide.
up.
Unfortunate.
It is
and that's
2-0 in
2-0.
favor of QB now.
QP poised to make the massive comeback. Oh, game's bugging out a bit for me. Oh,
They both got cornered, but QB actually took a hit at the same time as Zorn. So that was a bit lucky for Zorn.
yeah. If you're Lich, we take those. Free invincibility. Let's go.
It wasn't exactly free since they both took a hit.
It's equivalent invincibility.
I feel like if you're losing, you're happy to trade hits most of the time.
Yeah, understandable. And Zorn not. Oh no! Zorn kind of took a wrong turn there. I don't know why Zorn didn't just go back towards the wall.
Kind of similar to like how in Melee, if you're against a good player and you're Puff, you should always stock trade rest. Because like their stocks are worth more than yours.
Ooh, that's an aggressive Zorn, but QP's too familiar with this matchup. Knows-
QP's playing crazy.
That's true. QP scales across the course of a tournament. Oh, the wide.
Could be it for Zorn. Looking a bit cornered right now, but catches QP with the ring. But gets caught by the wide, and this is Zorn's tournament life. Is QP about to become the champion of Stargazer 12? Well, not right the second, since QP just ran into the flower.
Zorn's got a bunch of space back, and it's last heart for QP, so
This could be a
we could
comeback.
see something.
Ooh, Zorn is playing so risky.
Yeah,
No, I
tried to
think
catch
that flower was
that.
correct.
No, the flower, yeah, I'm just mean like positioning right in front of Storm.
Yeah. Oh,
And Zorn actually takes the card.
is that the first card of the past 6
Still alive.
games?
I'm not sure.
Oh, what even hit him? Probably wide.
And that's usually the answer in this matchup, or anyone containing Storm.
Yeah, nice basic. Catching QP charging a little too close. Unfortunate flower, but at least it's in center stage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
one little wide, and that is it.
Good try by Zorn. QP brought it all the way
Congratulations.
back.
UP is the winner of Stargazers 12.
Well done, QP.
Quite the loser's run.
Yeah, a loser's comeback.
5 straight sets in losers.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think QP's in this call right now, right? Good job, QP. I know I'm not the tournament host, but I feel like I should ask if you want to do a winner's interview.
I don't think QP ever talks, but I guess it could be a type interview.
Well, only if you want to. Or it can be typed. No mic. You want to do, like, the written winner's interview? You don't have to if you don't want to, but, like, it's always fun if you want to.
Yo, QP said sure.
All right. I guess the first question I'd have is, how does it feel to have just managed to survive 3 rounds of liches and win? And become the winner of the tournament, no less.
I assume QP will be typing in Twitch chat. He thought I would sweep this? Unfortunately not.
You were 100% prepared to lose in losers finals. Yeah, that was a really close one. I think it was a 3-2 set, right? There were some times where it looked like Game Freak was going to take it, but you did a really good job. Are you used to doing those crazy butterfly bullet dodges? Because I saw you microing them a lot while trying to set up your storm charge attacks. That was really cool to watch.
Yeah, I
QP
haven't-
is crazy.
I haven't watched a ton of you guys' recent sets, but it seems like QP may have been implementing defensive special aggressively more than I've seen before, but maybe that's not that new. But I guess, yeah, with Lich's short DS cooldown, you have to press the issue rather than just wait for the walls to stack up.
Yeah, if you back off against Lich, ooh. But on the flip side, she's pressured super easily. Yeah, offensive flash step is like... Sometimes the Lich just basics you as soon as you come out of it, and it's rough. But other times the basic misses and you get a free checkmate.
Yeah, I don't know if you were expecting me to storm mirror you, QP, but sorry, I'm not ready for that yet.
Forced to learn in order to survive the MU. You gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes the only way to do well in a matchup is to learn some really crazy techniques that can help you get the upper hand. think we should all know that, given the amount of experience we have with this game.
Can't believe Max is still a Sun main.
Can't believe Max is still a Sun main. Well, I
What's
mean,
wrong with being a Sun main? Besides nothing, anyway.
Max is not a believer that Sun can succeed in the current meta.
Of course, Sun can. Well,
it's matchup dependent, but
never mind.
yeah. Storm is a cool character I've liked playing for a while, and I think it's a better place in the meta for a Storm.
All right, besties.
Storm and Depth are the best characters right now. And actually, I think meta-wise, Depth would be favored if they were any good players. But the meta game includes the amount of active players, so Depth is not exactly the most relevant character.
The best characters right now are Storm, Lich, and Frost, and it's not up for debate.
Yeah.
You said Lich twice. That was
Yeah,
on
that's a
purpose, wasn't
joke.
Top 4, right?
it? Yeah, okay. That's understandable. I would not say Frost is one of the best characters, though.
Yeah, it's more.
But I
It's
guess
more of like
Jivaro and
the.
Mayfeather are the best.
It's just a joke. It's just the placement equals people interpreting it as meta joke.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can I plug my propaganda that Frost
Make it quick.
is even with Lich?
Hey, wait. I just realized I'm the highest placing Red Hood player this tournament.
You played Red Hood?
What?
Played Red Hood
Angry?
like once, right?
I played Red Hood against Airbent.
Wait, where'd Hobo go?
I outplaced Hobo by 1 round.
Hobo lost to Jivaro. What happened?
Well, Jivaro does have a winning record on Hobo, I think. Also, I should like stop it here before we end this loop made it in spell conversation.
Is
Oh,
it Omega
yeah.
Strikers coaching time?
It's time for me to raid the Soku tournament.
There's a Soku tournament at 9 p.m.
It's a Soku weekly. The usual common M&S raid. They're in their last game of grand finals right now.
Yeah. I was about to say they're probably almost done.
Oh,
And then
nice Soku raid.
This isn't the last game of grand finals. It could go to game 5.
No way, Irok's losing this one.
Thanks for the tournament, by the way, Saya.
Yeah, it was fun.
No prop.